Mama told me I could be anything in the world, so I decided to be a unicorn.
Oh, I was expecting that to do another round. My bad. I was just checking a sporting result. But that's okay. Bear with me a second. Boom. There we are. We're all done. Hello. G'day. Welcome to Sunday Night Bingo. As per usual. The bingo today is up to you. You tell me what you want to play. Hello, everybody. Hello. H-Rock, I am absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Got a cup of tea. It's a horrible day here. Well, it's not horrible, but it's just overcast and it's not very warm. I don't even know how warm it is at the moment. 14 degrees, which is about 58, 59 degrees. So it's not bad, but just a bit overcast. Haven't got that glare today. Haven't got the sun beating down on the roof on the house opposite me. So that's good. Good weekend for sports. Good weekend. I'll come back to them. The Chiefs, the Hamilton Chiefs, the Waikato Chiefs, the Chiefs. It's only a rugby game, but we won 85-7. I don't know if that's a record. We beat Moana Pacifica. 85-7. That's terrible. Shouldn't really score that many points. So that's literally a point a minute. It's 80 minutes in a game. 85 points. And these little beauties surprised me Saturday. Beating a team that I thought was going to do the do. But we won 100 points to 51 points. Good result. And I had a very good tipping week. 9 tips selected, 7 of which came in. So I'm really happy about last week. I don't know where that puts me. Let's have a quick squeeze. I don't know where that puts me in. 7 tips. Nicely done. It almost puts me in the top 50% of the whole thing. There's 417,000 people playing, and I am ranked around about 228,000. So almost top 50%. So happy with that. Where are we playing next week? We're away at the Gold Coast Suns. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. I'll have to look at my tips a bit later in the week. But yeah. So good week for the sports. Good week for the sports. Really had a good weekend. I eventually got the new video out. Struggled along with the editing software that I've been using. I haven't bought the other one yet because there's a bit of an issue with my computer. It's a very long story. Well, it's not a long story. It's just hard to explain. So I'm just waiting for the computer guy to get back to me about what I need, and we'll go from there. But yep, struggling along, but got the video out. PayPal Paddy. Found my PayPal Paddy video. Well, I say I found it. I came across it by mistake. And then I looked at my copyright claim, and the copyright claim had gone. So I thought, well, bugger it. Let's make it again. I don't think he can make another claim. Well, we'll see. But I think he's in prison anyway, from what I can gather. I think he's in prison. So kind of hard to make a claim from prison. But other than that, all is good. Now, question is, what bingo do we want to play? Let's have a quick look at. We've got plenty of body cam videos to watch. They were coming through thick and fast last week, but I did notice that we do have 4 videos from Van Dieman. So we got, and they're reasonably long as well. So we've got 4 videos from there. Oh, he's moved up to 212,000 subscribers. Wowza. That's impressive. And Mr. Baggett has, we've seen that one. He's got a video out. And then, I don't know if K-Far's got. We've got a frauditor. Oh, that's the same one as Fan. Well, he might have a couple that we've not seen. So sovereign citizens definitely not off the table. So I'm happy for someone to make a decision. Sorry, I was just been in the shop because I had no milk for me tea, and Tony Christie was on the radio. I vote we go sovereign citizen. That's what I vote. Where did I say that? Where did I say? Or has he changed title? I could have swore I saw a recommendation for hippie sovereign citizen couple. Or was I just dreaming? There's been a mass stabbing in Melbourne. Oh dear, it's not good. So it looks like there was a group of, or two groups. No, it looks like there was just two teenagers fighting each other with machetes. But apparently others were injured as well. Oh dear, that's not good. Okay. I don't know where. Oh, there's a big storm going across America as well. So I hope everybody is okay. My brother's just got to North Carolina. I don't know where I saw that advert for. Oh, here we go. There it is. Oh, 8 months ago. Oh, well, we'll start with that one then, shall we? Because I don't remember seeing that one. Yeah, we probably have. It's okay. Right, sorry, just getting stuff ready. Second, oh, I've done that, and I need the bingo behind it. Stripper boy. Okay, sovereign. Tarzan. Bingo. And the bingo bongo is here somewhere. Subset bingo. And all and copy and close and open and paste. That needs to go over there. Thank you very much. And what am I doing here? Next. 30 cards free. Let's go. Open that up. And then copy that. Move that over here. Move that there. And take that. Oh, card number 14. I don't think I've had that before. And close that. Just check on the new video. It's only got 53 views. It's PayPal Paddy. All right, if you watch my video, share it around. Share the love. Be a doll. Share the love. Really hoping that was going to be a not viral as such, but I was hoping it was going to like do some sort of good. All right, let's go. Let's get rid of me. Don't want to see my ugly mug.
Welcome back to The Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Liberal, Kansas, where a supposed living, breathing, sentient being finds out the hard way Kansas cops have absolutely no time for this sovereign citizen nonsense when they remove his car window and then introduce him to Mr. Sparky for resisting arrest. Right, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Why am I being pulled over?
Step out and I'll tell you.
No, we don't feel safe, man. Like,
We don't feel safe, man.
Step out.
what's the reason?
What is
We
the
didn't do
reason
anything.
for being
Step
pulled
out.
over?
What's the reason? I didn't do anything, sir.
Yeah, you did. Step
Your lights
out.
are on.
Step
That means
out.
it's an emergency. This is a traffic stop.
Step out.
Oh, there's one straight off the bat, isn't it? Sorry, I'm just tidying up a little bit here. Yeah, where's the emergency? Right from the off. Where's the emergency? Oh, dang. Okay, I don't like card 14 already.
This is a traffic stop.
Step out.
What is
Sir,
the
we're not
reason
trying
for
to
being
do
pulled
anything.
over?
Your lights are on, so that means it's an emergency, sir.
Step out.
Ah, yes, the old it's a felony for law enforcement to use their emergency lights when there isn't an emergency part of the script, because that always works out so well for sovereign citizens. But we find out the reason for the stop is excessive speed, so yes, stopping you from doing that is an emergency.
I'm not telling you again.
Would you please be able to list your reason?
Step out.
You have to list your reason. We can't just
You're
get
not the
out.
driver, okay? Step out of the truck.
What is the reason for
Now.
being pulled over?
I'm not. You're not doing anything wrong.
Step out.
What is the reason for being pulled over? He doesn't have to step out.
Yes,
There's no
Step out
reason.
now.
You have to explain why.
Are these passengers actively trying to get this driver arrested, or are they really this ignorant? Because no, this cop is under no obligation to explain the reason for the stop. Technically, they can get your license, registration, and insurance and write you a ticket without saying a word, but they usually do tell you as a courtesy and sometimes to educate. Also, Pennsylvania versus Mims disagrees with you when it comes to non-compliant drivers not stepping out of their vehicle.
I was just about to say.
This feels unsafe.
Oh, he says. Oh, here we go. We've decided that the narrator gets to have a square as well. So, Pennsylvania versus Mims. Hang on, Pennsylvania versus Mims. Where is that? Where is that? Pennsylvania versus Mims versus Mims versus Mims. Where's that on the card? Ah, there. No. Okay.
This
Step
feels
out.
unsafe. There's
That's an order.
You're not telling him
But
why.
there has to be a reason for detainment.
Step out now.
There has to be a reason for detainment.
Step
What
out.
is the
I'm not doing it
reason?
All you guys are going to go to jail.
For what?
Obstruct.
Obstruct what?
Step out now.
Obstruct what?
Yeah, so this is where one of many edits occur in the video, and it picks
Oh,
back
really?
up when the supervisor arrives, and he explains the reason for the stop. But of course, even when they learn the lawful reason for the stop, they do what all soft-sits do and move the goalposts, which means denying the reason for the stop.
I've also been stopped by the canine. Can they not read the? Can they not read his beanie? You've been stopped by the cat. That means there's a fucking furball missile behind you. Come on, guys.
You were stopped for 47 miles per hour in a posted 30 mile per hour zone, right? That's a traffic infraction, therefore he has a violation of stop.
Where was I going 47?
Doesn't matter.
How does speeding?
Step out.
How does speeding warrant detainment?
That's the reason for the
How does
detainment.
speeding
You just said I
warrant
wasn't the
detainment?
driver.
like I said 2 minutes ago, this is either a concerted effort by the two passengers who we meet at the end of the video cleaning up broken glass to get the driver arrested for some unknown reason, or they really are stupid enough to believe speeding doesn't warrant detainment. And if that is the case, then they really are more stupid than they look.
You're not.
So why am I getting detained?
How does speeding
Am
warrant
I being
detainment?
detained?
Yes.
I'm
Why?
being detained?
Yes.
What's the reason? You have to state the reason for detainment.
I told you.
For what?
Oh,
Okay.
You didn't tell
Get
us.
you know why it's not showing up? Because this stupid idiot hasn't put it up yet. Thanks. Good job I have sensible people in my audience. And at the moment, we just have Pennsylvania versus Mims and Where's the Emergency? That's a dirty hippie. That's a dirty hippie. I am just looking at that TikTok channel. It's called Not So Dirty Hippie. Yeah. They don't look like the sharpest chisels in the block. How do people like this make a living? Seriously. How do they pay for food? Looks like this may be their only adventure into sovereign tartary. Can't see anything else on their channel. Might have a look at it later. Anyway. Just have, where's the victim? I don't think they've asked that question. Now you just have, where's the victim? What, just one word? If you want to make sure everyone gets a different bingo card, you can send out individual links. Oh, here we go. All right. Pick a number between 1 and 30 then, Paracord. And you can have, I will send you a link for your very own card. How does that sound? Oh, I've got to knock that thing off. It's annoying me. Banners, stop that. $29. All righty. Alrighty, pie. All right, that is just for you. So click on that link and it will give you your very own card. And like I say, all we've got at the moment is Pennsylvania versus Mims and Where's the Emergency?
You did not tell us.
Get out.
What is the reason?
Just,
Ma'am.
You can't.
You did not say a reason.
Step
You
out.
do have to tell
Hey,
us.
don't argue.
I'm not playing games with you.
Look at you can see it
Get
right
out of
here.
the truck.
What,
They're threatening to hurt
Is
me
he-
already.
Is he going to be detained if he steps
All
out?
of you are being detained.
Why?
I
Why?
told him
Why?
for
You're all
speeding.
idiots.
Detain? You're gonna detain all of us for him
Yeah,
speeding?
you're interfering with this traffic stop, ma'am.
No, I'm not.
We're not.
I'm
You
trying
stopped
to
us
get
over.
clarity.
You stopped us
I am
over
trying to get
illegally.
clarity because you're threatening
I'm not even
us.
the driver. I don't need to be talking.
We're not interfering, she says. Then in her next breath says she's seeking clarity on a traffic stop that has absolutely nothing to do with her. Now, if that's not the definition of interfering in a traffic stop, I don't know what is.
Now.
He showed you his ID.
Right here, United States of America.
Get out of the
Passport.
truck. Get out.
Don't keep engaging with him. I'm showing him the proof. He's not looking.
Get out of the truck.
It's okay. Please stop being violent.
Oh, nice.
Get out.
Don't fight him. Don't fight him. Don't fight him.
Right, so before he gets removed from the vehicle and introduced to Mr. Sparky for refusing to comply, let's watch that epic window removal again.
Pretty cool.
But this time in slow motion.
Please stop being violent.
Nice. Good smash.
Oh shit!
Get out of the car.
Ah.
You're under arrest, man. Get out.
What did I
Please
do
don't
wrong?
hurt him. Please don't hurt him. Just get
Hey,
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
hey, let me see your hands. My shoulder. I haven't hurt shoulder.
Wait,
No, don't fight him.
And of course, there's the obligatory shoulder injury that all
I'm sorry. I'm trying to unpack so much of this. I'm struggling to keep up. Gets window smashed. He's whinging about the shoulder, and taser drawn or used. Goodness gracious me, that all came in a heartbeat, didn't it? It's just flipping Nora, come on. Taser. Where I'm going to this afternoon, I'm going to put this in alphabetical order.
always seems to suddenly materialize out of nowhere during the arrest process. Well, maybe you should have thought about your supposed injury instead of playing the big man in front of passengers who seem to be doing their very best to get you arrested. Anyway, enter Mr. Sparky.
Dad, don't fight him! Dad, don't fight him! Dad, don't fight him!
Please don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him.
Dad, don't fight! Dad! Dad, don't fight! Dad, stop fighting them! Dad!
Yeah, Des, stop fighting with Mr. Sparky because you'll lose every time. And instead listen to the lady who not 2 minutes ago was telling you not to comply with lawful orders.
Annoys me.
Right, but he wants the driver out so you can identify him, and he's not identifying him.
He has his ID right here. His passport was there too.
What are you reaching for? Why?
My ID.
Why mine too?
And a second probably, yeah.
I'm reaching for my ID.
Why?
I'll give you my ID.
Why are we being detained? We weren't driving. We were not driving.
Okay.
So why would we be detained?
You find out what he looks,
Need everybody else.
Listen up here, okay? Step back from me, please.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are. Stay back from me.
Why?
Because you're going to run a canine on the vehicle for 3 years from now. It means you guys get out of the vehicle.
Sit down.
Got it?
Get the okay. Sit down. I'm telling you, sit on the
Do you have
Hello, mister. Keep the link. Keep the link in my bio to see how you can Help us or connect with us. God, no. I've just looked at your TikTok channel.
You didn't give us a reason.
What's that?
You didn't give us a reason, and we didn't feel safe.
Pretty sure they did. I don't think they would just stop you guys and ask you guys to step out without giving you a
They
reason.
did.
You need to get in and leave. Okay? That's not hard. All right.
Right, so check this out, guys. According to this follow-up video, which I will play next, our breathing, blinking, sentient, soft-sit friend spent the night in jail, and the passengers spent the next couple of days after successfully getting rid of their third wheel in a Walmart parking lot cleaning up glass. And now they are, or were, because this is 10 months ago, begging for cash on a GoFundMe to fund a lawyer.
Oh, you want to talk a little bit about your experience?
My natural rights were violated as a living, breathing, blinking, sentient being. They denied.
What the what now? As a oh boy. Oh boy. Am I being detained? Yeah, I suppose you could have that. Oh. I'm fighting a losing battle with my mouse at the moment. Yeah, go on, I'll pay that. I'm also going to pay pardon me, the this sentient thing. I've watched a couple of videos. I think I'm going to have to I think I'm going to have to do something with this. No, you got to have the actual phrase. No, I'm going to say no. What I am going to pay though is I'm a living man. I'm going to pay that one because of this soft tardery. They denied any medical attention. Well, that's a lie. That's an absolute lie, because if you get tased, a bus gets called immediately. So that's bullshit.
Any medical attention, free phone calls, specific dietary needs. So I had to trade my food and resources for what I needed to do to connect with the outside world.
Well, that's just a mouthful of bullshit, isn't it? That's just a mouthful of bullshit.
Due to the careless nature of the system, while Des was in jail, me and Sydney, we had to sleep in the van with a broken window.
And whose fault is that?
Look at what we gotta do, guys. Look at all this fucking glass.
In the freezing cold in the parking lot of a Walmart for a couple of days. We started to reach out to our connections and to our resources to be able to fight this case and to transmute this traumatizing experience.
What the hell? What? Yeah, I'm a living man. I'm paying that. Yeah, I know. I can't look. I can't look them dead in the eye and just be serious. I've got to look at that word though. Transmute is a verb. Change in form, nature, or substance. Traumatizing my ass.
Fortunately, the people we reached out to, our community, was able to donate enough for us to fix the window and get a warm place to sleep for a couple of days. However, this situation has set us back from the work that we are doing, and we're in more need to help us pay for a lawyer, for shelter, for travel expenses, food, etc.
Wow. In other words, oh, I've got a meme for this. I've got a meme for this, and no one can do it better than this guy. Here we go. Stand by. Don't play. Don't play immediately. Let me be able to pause you. Come on. My VLC player's been playing up as well recently. I don't know why. I just don't know where this is going to pop up, or if it's going to pop up. Flipping Nora. Oh, there you go.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Shush. This is very annoying. So, like I say, in other words, we need resources.
Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Yeah. In other words, can you have a recap? Of course you can. Yes, send us money so we don't need to get a job. Absolutely, 100%. So far, we are. Just gives me a chance to have a look through it as well. Okay, so we are. Where's the emergency? Am I being detained? I'm a living man. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Taser drawn / used. My blank is broken and gets window smashed. Good morning, Susie. Oh, good morning. Thank you for that. After that live stream, my battery went flat in my car. I had to get my landlord to give me a booster jump yesterday. I did a live stream with Danny DeHeck and Rob. We were 3 unfiltered Kiwis, and we're having a great laugh. And I'm in the car, and I keep turning the engine on because I've got the lights on and everything. And I must have, and then I did another stream with Robin, and I must have forgot to turn the engine over, and the battery went flat. Stupid boy. That blank seems really fragile. I know. Well, it's everything, isn't it? It's my shoulder. It's normally shoulder as well. I've noticed it's normally shoulder. But thank you, Susie. Thank you for that. Right, we're going to play this. I'm just going to
create a GoFundMe for this reason. If you would like to help in the short term, consider donating. But if you'd like to help us long term and work with us, we're going to share our projects and how you could help us.
Yeah, no thanks. I think I'll give this one a miss for all the reasons stated in the video. And to all those stupid enough to donate to this trio, I have a bridge to sell you. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you also to my channel members and patrons for your continued support. I really appreciate it. And if you would like to support me and get early access to videos like this, then the links to do all that are in the description. Right, take care all, and I will catch up with you in the next video.
Please stop being violent.
Nice. That was, look I didn't watch this video. I haven't seen this video. 16,000 views. How did I miss that one? Oh, I'm an idiot. Right. So let's close that one down. So let's. That was interesting. You would love to know about these projects. I can assist you with that. I can assist you with that, my little friend. This is their TikTok channel. When it loads, there we go. You know, I failed at this once. I didn't rotate it properly. So here's their channel. It mainly seems to be her. Can afford a phone though. So it's just them skipping across the country, freeloading, begging off their members and supporters, and just useless specimens of humanity. So there you go. That's them. Absolutely useless. Super high budget. I know, right? So if anybody else has watched my video, I was really hoping this was going to go like crazy. Oh, computer's going super slow. No, 53. All right, not to worry. Okay, Van the Man.
Your beliefs don't apply to Florida State.
Why was the now through me completely?
The car, okay.
That totally threw me then.
Welcome back to the Van Balian channel, guys. Today we head to Florida, courtesy of Cop Cam on Action, where Orlando police take a leaf out of Volusia County's book, or at least one officer does, by trolling and eventually arresting yet another soft-sick clown for refusing to comply, following a traffic stop for the usual list of violations. Right, let's get into the video.
Good, how are you? You got your license, registration, insurance? Thank you very much. Okay, you can't drive on this, you know that? Okay. International driver's license isn't a thing. Okay. Do you have the registration for the car now?
Actually, officer. Worthers might be overstating it. Yeah, I know. I was being kind. International driver's license is a thing. If you can actually get an international driver's license.
You don't have it on you? Okay. All right. Okay. Are you like government or something, or just... No, I understand. You can be traveling, I get that, but like, you still need to, at some point, you can't just travel across the country for years and years and years and never get a driver's license.
This cop is underestimating the stupidity and the lengths sovereign citizens will go to deny reality.
So where are you a resident of? Is this like a sovereign citizen type thing? Okay. Well, you can't travel You can't just be driving around for years and years with this. You like if you're visiting, you got like a certain like a reasonable amount of time, obviously, but you can't just
I lived for about 6 months.
whipping whatever. Where'd you get the tag from? Yeah, but who'd you get it from? Private plate is not a thing, my man.
We see it when they remove it from his vehicle at the end of the video, but just for reference, this.
That's a new one. YHWH. The hell does that mean? 4106682. It's a new one.
This is the plate he's referring to.
Is this car registered? Okay, it doesn't matter if there's contracts or not. In the state of Florida, I'm not going to sit here and play the semantics game of the sovereign citizen, whatever, back and forth. No. I get what you're saying, but I get what you're saying. But right now, this car isn't registered. It can't be on the road in the state of Florida at all. But it's not registered at all, so he can't be driving it, and he hasn't provided insurance. And he doesn't contract with the state of Florida.
Respect to this cop for getting a little like trolling in there with the sergeant about not contracting with the state.
Nice.
This claim comes back to bite our soft-sick friend in the backside at the end. Stay tuned. Anyway, when officers ran his name, they discovered he had voluntarily surrendered his driver's license because, of course, he did. The car also had a Florida registration and was issued legit plates, but the registration had expired. Again, because of course it has. Anyway, this is where said sergeant arrives, called in by the officer who pulled him over.
Hey, sir, I'm the sergeant. Can you do me a favor and step out of the vehicle for me, please? Okay, here's the deal, though. If you do not step out voluntarily, then we are going to make you get out of the vehicle, one way or the other. Because you have done something illegal. You have no valid driver's license, and that tag does not go with this vehicle. So that's why I'm asking you nicely, if you will step out of the vehicle. Okay.
That's not a state-issued license plate. Yeah, that's the illegal part, along with no insurance, no registration, and continuing to drive after voluntarily.
Oh, okay. That did cross my mind, actually, Yahweh. Okay, interesting.
And stupidly surrendering your driver's license.
So are you not?
Welcome to the State of Survival Ocean Shelter, the safest place to be. Forget normal houses, fancy RV.
Right, let's have a look at this. Must be a Kingdom plate. Seriously, that's probably one of the better plates that we've seen, to be honest. Some of them have been totally ridiculous. They have all sorts of UCC codes on there and things like that. So that's tame to what we've normally seen. And okay, yeah, I know Yahweh. I don't see. I've never really see. Is it me, or have we never really? Where am I? I'm there. Let's do that. Oh no, not that. Let's do that. We haven't really come across religion with sovereign citizens, have we? I think that's the first time we've actually seen that. Interesting.
The vehicle?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you're accusing me of doing something illegal.
Okay, well, we're going to show you. So I need you to step out of the vehicle, and I'm going to show you.
Sure, by the way, $3.22, is it? That's cheap.
What have I done illegal?
That you do not have a valid driver's license. You surrendered your driver's license.
Right.
Okay.
It's not illegal for me to surrender my driver's license.
No.
Right, but you have to have a driver's license in the state of Florida to be able to drive a car. So
Oh, it's Florida, man. Some of the state nationals bring up gun. I'm going to be totally honest here. I've never come across religion. It's something I've never like put the two and two together. I mean, flat earthers. One time before, maybe. Most are constitutional law scholars. I know. I mean, flat earthers. Goodness gracious me. You know, they think the Bible's a bloody science textbook, but sovereign citizens. No, I've never really put the two together at all.
If you would, please step out of the vehicle.
I'm not.
Okay.
So here's the thing. You're saying that it's illegal. I'm a non-resident. I'm not a resident. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're saying that, but there's an exception on the ruling if you're a non-resident.
Okay, just for my
temporarily.
can I ask him
If it's temporary, which it is, because I don't live out here. If it's temporary, then I get to use my permit or either my.
No, doesn't work like that, my friend. Doesn't work like that. For example, when I moved to Australia from New Zealand, first time round, 1st of September 2011, I drove on my Kiwi driver's license for a wee while until I got a permanent. I was staying at this woman's house for a couple of months, like just renting a room, and until Anne-Marie got there, and until we got an actual rental for ourselves, then I wasn't going to change my license because there's no point. So I didn't get pulled over, but I did get no, I didn't get pulled over, but it didn't matter because at least I had a driving license. So it's the same in America. You may not be a resident of Florida, but you live somewhere. You were born somewhere, or you lived somewhere where you were able to get a driver's license. That's not how this works. Stand by. God, my eyes are terrible. If I win the lottery, first thing I'm doing is getting my eyes zapped. God, my eyes are shocking.
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Those that are followers of the kingdom of Yah may also make claims of sovereignty. Is that right as well? Goodness gracious. Should we count the guy who started Punch? I've got that. I played that last week, didn't I? Oh, stop it. Don't.
Okay, this officer is going to talk to you real quick, but I would really like for you to step out of the vehicle and talk to him.
You're the Sarge.
Hello, sir. How are you?
So, will you step out of the vehicle and talk to him, please?
I don't feel comfortable being out.
Okay.
Sir, can I?
I don't feel comfortable getting out of the car. Yeah, well, Floridians do not feel comfortable with you driving around illegally, hence why they have laws on the books to prevent and punish violators.
One way or the other, you're going to get out of the vehicle, and we would rather not do it by force and break your windows. We would rather you step out.
Windows.
Break my window. So the problem with what you're trying to do is you're trying to accuse me of doing something illegal. I was trying to explain to you.
Yes, sir. I'm not accusing you of doing something unlawful. I'm lawfully requesting that you exit the vehicle. And failing to exit the vehicle is going to mean that you're now resisting me without violence to my person.
Yes, it is.
No,
yes, it is.
that's fine.
And, okay, so we're done. Okay. All right. So the next thing that we're going to do is more than likely we're going to break your window. We're going to unlock your door and we're going to pull you out of the car. Okay? No.
And we blocked your car so that you can't leave.
You hit my car.
I didn't. I'm just standing right here.
Oh, get over it, princess.
You hit my car.
What, you mean the car that shouldn't be on the road and you shouldn't be in because it's not registered and you haven't got a driver's license?
Good point, Ben.
Sir, all the actions that are taking, that we're taking right now.
You haven't got
Okay,
insurance.
we're past that. There are other issues at hand, mainly the fact that.
How can he have insurance? No, he can't have insurance. Oh, $3.59. Okay, that's still cheap. He can't have insurance. There's no way he can have insurance because he hasn't got a driver's license. You have to submit your driver's license number to cross-reference it with your insurance. So this guy has not got insurance, guaranteed.
Like I said before, the officer did request that you exit the vehicle. You're failing to comply with that request, and now you're violating the Florida statute that says you have to comply with that. Okay, resisting without violence, and that is what I explained to you earlier. Again, I said at the beginning of our interaction that if you would comply with this, it would go a lot smoother, and you'd probably be leaving with a few tickets instead of going to jail. So you still do have a minute to comply with us and exit the vehicle. That doesn't apply. Your beliefs don't apply to Florida state statute.
Title 13, I don't have to have a driver's license issue from the state of Florida if I'm not a resident.
Okay, we have a difference of opinions, and you're gonna be going to jail, and then you're gonna have a court date, so you'll be able to talk to a judge.
You're right, so absolutely
okay?
no way.
I'm telling you, I'm not.
In other words, save it for the judge. Also, props to this cop for rightfully informing him that his beliefs do not apply to Florida statutes. More officers need to adopt this stance. Now, adopt the stance where you break his window and take him to jail.
We're trying to go the least aggressive route with this.
Do you need to have a license to own a car? No, nobody. In no country in the world. Do you have to have a license to own a car? No, not at all. And anybody can buy a car. But for example, oh no, that's probably not a good example. But when I bought my first car, when I got back here to New Zealand, I had to have it on finance. And I got the finance, that wasn't a problem, but I wasn't allowed to drive it until I got insurance. And that was a stipulation of the finance. So yeah, so this is what I'm coming to. You can't, as a person who does not have a license, you can't certainly go to a dealership, buy a car off the lot and drive it away. They won't let you do it until they see your license. If you've got somebody with you that's got a license and you don't have a license, then they can drive it away. You can still buy it. You can own anything, but you just can't drive it. So yeah, you can. Good question. If it's like Canada, oops, let's bring that up. Good question, Ryan. If it's like Canada, you can own a vehicle, but you can't register a vehicle with a yeah, you can't. Yeah, anybody can buy one. Like, the geezer two blocks away has got a car for sale. Got the sign in the window, $1,000 for this car. Yeah, $1,000. There you go. You can buy it. But registering it and insurance and all that is a different story. But yeah, you can definitely buy it.
But your actions are escalating this situation.
No, what it is
Now, I'm just going to confirm your decision that you're not going to exit the vehicle. Is that still your decision?
Why do you want me to exit the vehicle?
What's that?
Why do you want me to exit?
My partner who stopped you wants to
Why
exit
do y'all want me to exit?
because you don't have a license to drive the vehicle.
I'd just say because you're under arrest. I'll just say you're under arrest. That's why you got. I mean, you can do the old Pennsylvania versus Mims, etc., etc. But international drivers, and also no, he can't have an international driver's license. Because I looked into this when I was. Oh dear. I'm not going to mention it. But when I went to the States, I looked into an international driver's license. I thought, well, there's no point. Because when I get there, I'll, blah, blah, and I'll just transfer it over. You can, if you want to get an international driver's license. For example, if you're going to Europe and you're traveling around Europe, if I was from here, then if I was driving around Europe, I got a camper van, I'd probably get one for that. But I have to have a license here in New Zealand in order to apply for an international driver's license. Because you can't just Joe Blow, who's never driven a car before, you can't apply for an international driving license without passing a driving test. Yeah. So no, international driver's license that doesn't cut it. That would be invalid.
Doesn't apply. None of that applies. Again.
It really does take a special kind of stupid to surrender a perfectly legal driver's license for a fake one, and to believe laws don't apply to you because you're not a resident of a state.
Again, we're trying to go the least restrictive route with having you exit the vehicle on your own volition, under your own power, without you incurring property damage to your friend's vehicle or your relative's vehicle.
Already did.
And I don't understand why you would choose the other option, which is...
What you're trying to arrest me on the phone.
I don't want you reaching around. Hey, don't reach around. I don't want you reaching for nothing. Do you understand that? You're going to get a gun in your face if you reach in there.
I'm telling you right now, you're playing with God. Don't play with me.
Do not reach in there.
The insurance is in my car.
Do not reach for it. Do not reach for it.
Okay, he's extremely hostile, and I want you to stay away from me. You better stay away from me.
Okay.
You guys love killing people of color. It's not going down tonight.
That's not what we're trying to do. Nobody's trying to do that.
Family.
I don't know what's worse, him accusing all cops of being racist just because he didn't like being told to stop doing something that could potentially end badly for him, or him using his family as a shield and as an excuse to not comply with lawful orders. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.
That's why we asked you to
That's one of the isms, isn't it? But that's on body cam. So sorry.
step out of the car so that we can talk to you.
Listen, ma'am. They've been here the whole time. It's okay. He's asking for insurance. I have the insurance right here.
Right here, Reggie. Right here.
I have the insurance right here, and he's telling me that it's not valid insurance.
I wonder why that is. Could it be because this insurance you claim to have is connected to a super secret birth certificate account that not one person has ever been able to verify or collect from by any chance? If so, then no, it's not valid, but the place to make that ridiculous argument is in a court of law, not while you're ignoring lawful orders on the side of the road.
You're not going to be legal at all?
Okay.
Robinson.
So we're trying to make this so that nobody gets hurt. We don't want to get hurt. We don't want to hurt you. And that is why I'm asking you to step out of the car. Because we don't know what's inside. We don't know what's inside your car. When you pick up the center console, we don't know what you're reaching for in there.
I mean, you can look.
Well, I can't really see all of it. I can see most of it.
Again, don't
reach.
Ma'am, he needs to get away from me. So I'm telling you, he pull a gun on me.
That's why I'm asking you to step out of the car. This could have already been over if you would have just stepped out of the car.
Yeah, but that would require common sense, something this particular individual is greatly lacking.
Why do I need to step out of the car?
Because that's what we're asking you to do. And right now you're resisting arrest. You're resisting. It's called resisting officer. You're resisting because we are asking you to step out and you're not. So now once the lieutenant gets here, if he gives us permission to break your window, we will be breaking your window and we will be pulling you out of the car.
For what?
So
you're under arrest.
Because
make no mistake about it. You are currently under arrest.
How are you going to arrest me? I haven't done nothing illegal.
Sir, resisting an officer without violence,
I haven't been
as well as
what?
I'm
because you
explaining
haven't
something to
gotten
you.
out of the car. So
Sir, make no mistake. I'm explaining to you as well.
You've already told him. He knows. So either step out of the car willingly.
I'm a bit confused here. Oh, there we go. Chuck's confused. Oh, that's on the other one. Might have to put it on. Might have to put it on this one. I'm confused. Why do you have to wait for a lieutenant to give you permission to smash the window? Or is that something that she's just saying? Because if we were in a seriously hostile situation, then smashing the window would be the first thing to think of. And you're not really going to wait for a lieutenant's permission. Damn, you've got a good memory. That's not fair. Yeah, go on then. Center square free. Oops. Can't even spell my own name. Damn you people for being so clever.
Or we're going to pull you out by force.
Okay, so what is it? You're asking me to step out
I'm
of the car?
asking you to step out of the vehicle.
Well,
yes. I have asked you numerous times.
Okay, so what is the purpose for? Because I don't have to consent to a search. That's
No one said that we're searching.
All right, so after nearly an hour of the officer who made the initial stop trying to get him out of the vehicle and the sergeant, a lieutenant arrives and finally gets him to step out, but not without him whining and moaning about anything and everything.
An hour. An hour. Sometimes my brilliance is a bit. Oh, it's a tough cross to bear. An hour. Flipping Nora. You've got 3 cop cars at the front. There's at least 2 to the rear, at least. And you've got Bobby's, a sergeant, and now a freaking lieutenant. Retro, my man. Good to see you, my friend. I mean, I'd be charging him with wasting police time.
Talk to these guys over here. Right over here, okay?
Come right over here. Okay, so why are you arresting?
I was 4. 4
Charlie 10 Johnsons, please. Times 1.
2 at the back.
Why are you arresting?
You're being arrested because you don't.
I'm asking a question.
You don't have a
Why
license,
are you,
sir.
So you just lied.
I didn't lie. I told you they were going to give you a citation. I didn't know they were going to arrest you. I had no
Yes,
idea.
you did.
You
No, I
liar.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Lieutenant, you're a fibster. You're a fibster. Oh, you naughty boy. Oh, you naughty boy.
You can sit there and say I did all day long.
Sir, you knew they were going to arrest me, and all you had to do was admit to it.
You're right. I could have, but I didn't because I didn't know what they
So
were
this is
gonna
how you guys operate.
do. No.
You're okay.
Okay, first of all, I don't think you're in a position to accuse anyone of lying when you're the one operating a motor vehicle on a public road illegally and refusing lawful orders. Secondly, you should be thanking the gods that it was Orlando Police and not a department like Volusia County who pulled you over, because they hunt sovereign citizens like lions hunt wildebeest on the plains of Africa.
But you're terrorizing a law-abiding individual. I haven't committed any crimes. And what I'm saying is, I gave them my identification. Everything he asked for, I gave him what I had.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're lying. You're just flat out lying.
Okay. Hit the back of my car. Who hit the back of my car? Because I'm going to see you when I find out. Who hit the back of my car?
Did you break me down?
And you call yourself a man doing what you've done? You hit the back of my car?
I didn't drive this car.
Let's get him searched and in a car. So we don't have no
We're
scene.
just making sure the cops are good.
So we don't have a scene.
Who hit the back of my car? Because you guys
We're going to put
literally
you in
hit
this
my
car.
car.
We're going to put you in this car.
I'm going to sue you for touching my car, says the guy who has just spent nearly an hour arguing laws don't apply to him. The cognitive dissonance is amazing.
We're going to search him.
What's this?
So how are you going to search me when I haven't done anything illegal? I have nothing illegal on me. It's not a debate, sir. You're violating my right by searching me, and I don't have anything illegal on me.
Widen your stance, please. Widen your stance.
That's as much as I can.
Okay.
Sir, I have an injured ankle.
Okay. You'll be okay.
No.
Injured ankle.
My right ankle is injured because a car part fell on it. It just kicked my ankle.
I have an injured ankle, no doubt triggered by the onset of incarceritis.
So that God is real.
What if Van
You guys are doing this to the wrong person.
I appreciate that you got out of the car.
And the facts are this. I know you do it. Save this one. No, it's for immoral. That's why you appreciate it. It makes your job easy, and it makes you look good, but it really makes you what you're doing. It makes you look terrible because you're harassing. What you're doing is harassing somebody who hasn't done anything illegal, and you're gonna find out that I don't do anything illegal. Yes. Instead of just making sure we're on the same page. We're gonna have a conversation.
First feet second.
That helps. Helps if you sit first.
And a legal bike.
You're illegally touching my car.
It's called an inventory before your vehicle goes to the impound lot. Oh, by the way, your vehicle is getting impounded.
Sir, get in the car.
About sitting down first and then
There you go.
swinging your feet in second. That's the easiest way to go.
Yes, sir. There you go.
Can you loosen these handcuffs?
No, sir. Go ahead, get in there.
No, because it's cutting off my circulation. That's why I'm
We
telling
have
you
the
that.
least means of restriction on your hands. We have 2 sets of handcuffs because you do have broad shoulders. Okay. Unfortunately, I know it's not comfortable.
Oh,
It's not that I'm telling you. It's
going to be
it's cutting off my circulation. I have 9-inch.
I've never said that. If there's 2 pairs of handcuffs on you, it's because you're fat. Broad shoulders.
It's cutting off my
The
circulation.
quicker you sit down, the quicker we can get
Sir,
that
I'm
off.
telling you, it's pinching my circulation.
Okay.
All you need to do is loosen them, and then I'll sit down.
No.
That's all you
You've
need
got
to do.
2 pairs of handcuffs on, dude.
Which one?
Not gonna.
Which one?
For them.
Okay, we're not gonna. Okay, I can fit an entire finger in your right one or in your left one.
Pinching the top of my wrist. Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can loosen this one for you a little bit. Okay. All right, and I can fit a finger in this one now. Okay. All right. Now, like you said, you need to be a man. There you go. We made an agreement. We are now contracted. I need you to sit in the car, okay?
A cop using a soft sit's own script to troll him might just be the funniest thing I've heard since a Volusia County deputy trolled a soft sit in this video. It almost makes up for the lack of window break and taser. Almost.
Nice.
I'm not.
You're not going to slide. Put your foot in the car, please.
Push your foot back.
They do. They do. They do. Well, they do in England. Vehicles that are seized. I can't remember what the. I can't remember the act and section because it was fairly new just before I left. But if you drive a vehicle on a road without insurance, It's impounded. It's impounded for 7 days until you provide confirmation of insurance. If you then fail, like I say, it was a new law just before I left West Midlands. I think you have 14 days to then get insurance, and if you don't, it's either sold off or crushed. So yeah, yeah, they do. I don't know about America. I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but I do know that England sells them off if they're roadworthy.
Oh, thank you.
Whatever that is. Maybe run those initials and see what they stand for.
I'm curious. Yeah. I don't know.
All right, so according to Cop Action on Cam, his case is still pending. It could have something to do with the fact that he missed his court dates while out on bail.
Oh, sorry.
Also, apparently he was recently arrested on a warrant in another Florida county and is currently awaiting trial. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Sorry, young man. My apologies. I did mean to ask. It's tendonitis. Oh, I can't remember if you told me that. Sorry, I did mean to ask. I'm so sorry. I'm a bad human being. I know I am. Okay, next one. That and do that. I know, but I'm a shocking friend. I should be asking you straight away. I mean, you know what it's like streaming. It's not stressful, but you've got to cover all your bases, and you need to drink your tea before it goes cold. That's a fact.
Welcome back to the Van Valiant channel. Claimed conversation.
Here we go.
You can leave now. Yeah. So, can I see your driver's license? I don't have a driver's license. We just came to my house. Okay. Do you have any form of ID on you, sir? Okay. Registration and insurance. Are you the registered owner?
That's my insurance company. That's my registration.
Are you the registered owner?
No.
What's your name, sir?
Huh?
What's your name?
What's your name?
Right here.
Where? Or Ramirez?
Mm-hmm.
What's your first name?
It's right here. It's first initial.
Did I commit a crime?
I told you to commit a traffic violation.
That is not a crime where I come from. I work.
It's not a crime where I come from. Well, meanwhile, back here on Earth One, don't we have on the old bingo, it's not a crime? I'm sure we do. I'm sure we do. Confused. I'm not a criminal. Reserve rights. I understand. I'm not a citizen. Oh, there it is, right at the top. Yep, it's not a crime. Oh, we missed one from that last video. I'm not contracting with you. We missed that one.
In common law. Okay. I do not fall into your guys' jurisdiction. See that flag on your arm? It's gold print. I don't play like that. Okay.
Right, this is a bit hard to hear, so I'm gonna. Where are we? He's a little bit hard to hear, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug my headphones in. See if I can pick up what he's saying.
I'm a sovereign. Fall into your crime where I come from.
Okay.
Did I commit a crime?
I told you to commit a crime.
He actually said I work in common law. Do we have a common law? I thought we had common law. I know we've got colour of law. Oh yeah, there it is, common law. Okay. Somebody's going to win bingo from this guy. I can feel it.
Okay. I do not fall into your guys' jurisdiction. See that?
You have no jurisdiction. Somebody's going to win bingo. I'm telling you right now.
Flag on your arm, gold print. I don't play like that. Okay. I'm a sovereign American.
Cops have a remedy for people refusing to comply, claiming to be sovereign Americans, and that remedy packs 50,000 volts.
Are you failing to identify yourself, sir?
No, I'm not failing to identify.
Yes, you are.
I just told you my name is Andrew.
You never told me your name, sir.
So my name is Andrew. It's on that piece of paper I gave you. Right there.
This says Brian Harris.
Right here. Andrew.
Can I see that, please?
Yeah, you can. But I did not commit a crime, so I do not need to be detained. This is an illegal detainment. Right.
There's no name on here but Andrew.
Okay.
What's your date of birth, sir?
My date of birth is not important because I did not commit a crime. Why am I being interrogated?
Yeah, only a soft-sit and his accompanying persecution complex is capable of comparing this to a police interrogation. Keep it up, guys. It's very entertaining.
I'm interrogating you, sir.
Yes, I should not be. This is extortion.
Look, you can argue all you want.
Well,
are you going to identify yourself?
I don't think I need to. I did. I told you my name's Andrew, and I gave you a piece of paper.
What's your last name?
I gave you a piece of paper with my name on it.
What's your last
I don't know if you heard that. He just goes, did he actually say that? I don't think he actually said that, but yeah, go on, I'll pay that. He says, you're failing to identify yourself. No, I'm not. I told you my name is Andrew and I gave you a piece of paper. Okay. Still failing to ID. What am I doing? Okay.
last name, Andrew?
Why am I?
I just told you. I
want to know if I committed a crime.
It's not failing to identify yourself.
I'm not failing to identify myself because I gave you a piece of paper with my name on it.
What's your date?
If you don't read it, that's your own fault.
What's your date of birth?
I do not have to answer any questions, and I don't answer any questions because.
Oh, I don't answer questions. That's one of the top ones, isn't it? Yep, I don't answer questions. There she blows. Come on, Andrew, I need you to overstand something.
I'm not doing that. Okay, I don't answer.
Sorry, I was paying. I'm not a criminal.
Right? I just don't answer questions.
They're not asking you questions, you clown. They're asking you for documents you are legally required to produce under the Washington Revised Code.
I did not fail to identify myself. It's my identification's right there.
A piece of paper with Andrew on it.
Okay, so I did not commit a crime on these highways. That is not a brake light. That is a ticketable offense. That's a secondary offense. You can't pull me over for a light.
What the jiggins is a secondary offence? Okay, but even if it is a secondary offence, the clue is still in the question. It's an offence.
We're in Washington State.
That's a secondary offence.
A brake light out, which the law says is grounds for a stop, is not a secondary offence. Where you got that from, I have no idea. But refusing to identify and, spoiler alert, fighting on the ground with cops is.
Do you have a valid driver's license out of Washington?
I don't know.
You don't know?
You don't
No,
know.
I don't know.
So is that a no?
I don't know. That's what I said. I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to identify yourself?
I
Last
don't-
chance. Yes or
I
no?
don't. I told you I'm a sovereign American working common law. I travel freely on the roadway in my private automobile.
Okay, Andrew.
That's what I do.
You still got to identify yourself. That's the law.
I did not commit a crime.
You are if you're failing to identify
I did not fail
yourself.
to identify myself. I
Tell
gave
me
you my
your-
information.
Tell me
That's
your
all
date
I
of birth.
have. I do not need to answer questions. I did not commit a crime.
Check for Andrew associated to the vehicle.
So I did not commit a crime.
So would you rather go out in handcuffs?
I'm not going to go out in handcuffs because I didn't commit a crime.
Sovereign citizens really need to stop trying to predict the future because they're terrible at it. Enter Mr. Sparky.
Okay, at this point you're failing to identify
I did
yourself.
not fail to identify myself. I gave you a piece of paper with my name on it, and I told you my name is Andrew.
Okay, what's your
I'm going to try that now if I ever get stopped. I'm just going to. In fact, I've got a notepad in the car and a pen, and I'll just write down I'll write down my first name, Manny, and I'll just give them a piece of paper and go, there you go. I've identified myself. What more do you want?
last name? You're not telling me your
I
last
don't
name?
need to answer those questions because I
Okay.
gave you the information.
Step out of your vehicle.
I did not commit a crime.
Step out of your vehicle.
I did not commit a crime.
Okay, Andrew.
I did not. Hey, you can't do that to me. You guys have weapons, and I don't feel safe for my life.
Andrew.
Exit the vehicle
I feel unsafe for my life right now. I'm unsafe for my
Exit
life
the
right
vehicle.
now.
I got to play that again. I didn't quite. I feel unsafe for my life.
Andrew.
I didn't. No. Hey, you can't do that to me. You guys have weapons, and I don't feel safe for my life.
Andrew.
Exit the vehicle
I feel unsafe for my life right now. I'm unsafe for my
Exit
life
the
right
vehicle
now.
now or force
I
will be
feel
used.
unsafe for my life.
Andrew,
Exit
step out
the
of your
vehicle
vehicle.
now or force will be used.
I
It's
didn't
under
commit a
arrest.
crime.
You are under arrest. Exit the vehicle
I
now.
did not commit a crime. What did I
Fail to
do?
identify
I did
yourself,
not
Andrew.
commit a
I
crime.
told
You
you.
guys have
Exit the
weapons.
vehicle or force will be used.
I'm in
Hey,
fear of
raise
my
both
life.
hands on or-
I'm in fear of my life right now.
You need to.
I'm in fear for my
Listen,
life right
What are
now.
you in fear of, sir?
I'm in fear because you guys have loaded weapons.
No,
and
nobody's
you're
pointing
here
loaded
with loaded weapons. I can't defend myself.
Probably not a good idea to say you would defend yourself if you had a weapon, while a cop is pointing a taser at you for refusing to comply with lawful commands.
I've also just spotted I fear for my safety, so that'll work. That'll cover that off. I fear for my safety. We've already had taser drawn, so that's ticked off as well. And there the sun's come out, and damn it.
But that's just me.
All you need to do, all you need to do is follow instructions,
I did
sir.
not commit a crime.
All you need to do
I
is
gave her
follow
my
instructions,
I gave
sir.
her my information. There's no reason.
You are
why
under
this
arrest.
happened.
Exit the vehicle.
I didn't do anything
You're
wrong.
under arrest. Exit the vehicle.
I did not do anything
If
wrong.
you do not comply, force will be used, sir.
You can't use force. I
We
didn't do anything
absolutely can.
wrong.
You're under arrest.
What did I do wrong?
She's already explained
No, I
that
want
to
to know
you.
what I'm under arrest for.
Failure to identify yourself,
That's not.
sir. It's
I did not fail to
absolutely a
identify
crime.
myself, and you weren't here.
Andrew.
You were not here.
Sir,
I
exit
gave
the
her my
vehicle.
information.
Sir, you need to exit the vehicle now.
No, I did not. Hey, I'm not doing anything because I did not commit a crime. Help! Help!
Don't worry, help is on its way in the form of 50,000 volts to hopefully zap some common sense into you, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
I think screaming for help is. Oh, that's on Bodycam Bingo, isn't it? Screaming for help. Okay, so what we're going to do is I am going to pay. I was just about to say that. Screaming like a little bitch. I will pay screaming like a little bitch. Because he kind of is. He's carrying on like a pork chop. Yeah, in fear for my safety, 100%. I'm paying that.
Exit the vehicle.
You guys, not with loaded weapons. I'm in fear of my life. I'm in fear for my life because of you guys. You have loaded weapons and you're out here afraid to point them at me. I'm not getting out. I'm in fear of my life.
Sir, you're under arrest.
I'm in fear for my life. And I didn't do anything wrong.
You need to exit the vehicle, sir.
No, I did not do anything wrong. You guys, I'm going to do a tort claim and get your bond. Don't. Do not do that to me. I didn't commit a crime. I didn't commit a crime.
You're under arrest.
I did not commit a crime.
You are under arrest, sir.
No, that's breaking and entering into my car. I did not commit a crime. Knock it off. Don't. Do not commit a
Oh, yes, baby.
No! Oh! Get your arms out. No! Get your arms out again. You're going to be tased again.
And one more time for those in the back.
Not commit. No! Oh!
Just in case nobody noticed, there was actually 2 shots. I think the guy on the passenger side, he fired as well. There's 100,000 volts. Oh, stop it. Oh, is it? Yeah, it would be 100,000, wouldn't it? Oh, no.
Your arms out. Get your arms out again. You're going to be tased again. Put your arms out to your sides. Get your arms out. Get your arms out. Hey,
I got right on. I got right on.
Work on left.
All right, right arm is secure. We just need to get up on.
This guy's got an injury as well. Why do all sovereign citizens have an injury? Flipping heck.
Take your arm out. Take your arm out. I can't.
Okay, hey, we need one person to cuff. We need one person to cuff. Let go of my finger, Andrew. I will break your wrist. Do not grab my finger again.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right there. I got him. His arm is not going anywhere. Take a breath.
I know. I was trying to get it in my head. I'm trying to ruminate it in my head. Is it? It's not double the voltage, is it? It is just double the effect. But damn, that's gotta hurt though, hasn't it? I mean, really, that's really gonna hurt.
Nearest to you. Nearest to you. Injuries from a motorcycle accident. You guys are up.
And there's the obligatory injury that only ever materializes during the arrest process, commonly known as incarceritis.
Oh! God damn it.
That's my hand. That's my hand.
I think we should. I think we should change. We should change the wording. My blankety blank hurts or is broken. We should just change that to incarceritis. Just, in fact, we're going to do that. Right. I've no idea if that's how you spell it. Incarceritis. I don't think it's an actual word, but just out of paying homage to Van the Man.
You need to stop grabbing my hand, Andrew.
Yeah, I don't think it has an official spelling.
Pat him down. Andrew. We're going to put you in a recovery position so you can breathe, okay? Tuck your knees up by your chest. Hit me with that thing again, please. Then tuck your knees up to your chest, sir. And relax. I have injuries from a motorcycle accident right there. Then tuck your knees.
Oh my stars. You're not going to believe this. It's actually a word. Well, it's not actually a word, but incarceritis, a medical condition induced by the threat of arrest or incarceration, malingering behavior by a suspect when oh my stars. A medical condition induced by the threat of arrest or incarceration, malingering behavior by a suspect when faced with the prospect of arrest. Oh my stars. Oh. So it does have an actual official spelling. Oh my, it's better than you should see how I spelt it. Oh no, I'm not going to show you how I spelt it. Oh my stars.
You chose not to, sir. Relax.
Oh, I've got a fun fact. I've got a fun fact as well.
Hey, where are the probes so I can document them in there?
It's on that side.
Yeah, they're on the other side.
On the left side.
Just leave it. Why don't you go get cleaned up, Sergeant? Maintain pressure on him. Oh my God, you just whacked my head up. I can't hear you. Go grab it. Yeah. I had a fractured skull and you guys just slammed me on the concrete. Wait, Brenda. I did not do anything wrong, you guys. This is asinine. You're under arrest.
So according to the original video description, Andrew Newton, the subject of the video, followed through with his threat to sue East Wenatchee Police and Douglas County deputies, claiming they violated his rights.
Okay, I didn't hear that. What do I will sue you? I didn't hear that, and I've got the headphones on and I was listening intently. I will sue you. I will sue you. I will sue you. There we go. I didn't hear that. Okay. Sorry. Andrew Norton claims in a federal lawsuit that East Wenatchee Police and Douglas County deputies violated his rights on May. And the media partner of the Wenatchee World obtained the body cam video. Okay.
But the lawsuit was only filed in April.
Oh, it was only filed recently. So this was 2 years ago and he's only just filed it. Okay. Okay.
This year for some reason. I've left a link to an article about this and a link to the lawsuit in the description. Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If
interesting. Fun fact, in Detroit, it is illegal to tie your alligator to a fire hydrant. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. Oh, actually it does. No, it does surprise me. Detroit. I wouldn't expect to see many I wouldn't expect to see many alligators in Detroit, but I'm not surprised. I'll tell you my fun fact when we finish bingo. Oh, that's what I was doing last night. Okay, right. This one looks like a bit of fun.
Some dungeon entrances and top heroes are super sneaky.
Okay, there we go.
Carolina, where this South
where are we?
who we lies. Today we head back to South Carolina,
South
where
Carolina.
this South who we last saw getting arrested in this video, and again in this video, gets a lot more than he bargained for in this one when he tries to quote-unquote educate a state trooper and charge him 20 ounces of gold during a traffic stop for, again, driving illegally. Right, let's get into the video.
Okay.
Where's your insurance at?
Not required to have that either.
Huh?
Paperwork says I don't have to have any of that. No license.
This doesn't have anything to do. It's just the destruction of the record.
It's a what?
It's the destruction of the record, or the
It's
arrest
a proof
record.
of the dismissal.
Okay.
Because I didn't have any of that before. Went to court, and the judge dismissed it because I proved in court.
No, you
Not
didn't.
required.
No, you didn't.
No.
Why?
I don't have to have it.
But you do. You have to have insurance to operate a motor vehicle in
I'm,
South Carolina
I'm not
roadways.
doing any of that.
Okay,
The
who you want
judge,
to tow your car?
the judge says I do not need any of that stuff.
No.
Okay, who you want to tow your car?
Yeah, the judge said nothing of the sort. And
No.
the trooper knows it. Hence the words, "Who do you want to tow your car?" at the end of your diatribe.
Now, you need to fill this out because you're violating my rights right now.
Oh, that sun's coming through, and it's really, it's. Hang on a sec. Sun's coming through, and it's hitting everything. You're violating my rights. I knew he had that. You're violating my rights. You're violating my rights. Nope. 20 ounces of gold. Oh, I've got to admit, Susie, that is the first time I've seen gold. We used to watch a certain set of people, the Moorish Americans. We need to get back on the Moorish Americans again, guys. And they operate in delirium. Their currency is delirium. But this is yeah, all right, loose phrase of the word, or loose use of the word.
You go what?
Sue you, not the trooper, not the state.
Okay.
Mr. Phillips.
Okay.
Well, we've already had that. I'm going to sue you.
Where's one of those handheld paper shredders when you need one?
Oh, those are
I'm trying to
awesome.
work with you guys, but you guys just.
Well, man, I'm just asking for your insurance.
And I'm just saying that the judge has already said, and this is evidence
This is
of
just
that.
a destruction of the record. You got to have insurance to operate a motor vehicle on South Carolina roadways.
If that were the case, I would have been found guilty and had to pay all these fines. But the judge dismissed it. You could just simply give him.
Judge dismissed it. When am I right? I thought we'd had that one. Oh, I reserved my rights. Oh, I know my rights. Did he say that? This is chili. Will you stop with the chili? You know I'm not a great fan of chili. Do you know what? He probably did say it. I was looking somewhere else or doing. I know my rights. Yeah, go on then. I'll pay that if that's what was said.
I think the judge has more important things to do than explain the differences between a dismissal, which happens all the time to many different people for many reasons, and a win, which happens when you win a case on the merits of your argument.
Yeah. I mean, a dismissal comes in many, many forms. I've had it, and to go to court from when I was on Waiheke Island means obviously getting dressed in court uniform, getting a lift down to the ferry, catching the ferry, 35-minute ferry crossing into the city, walking up Queen Street from the ferry terminal in uniform with no gear, no handcuffs, no baton, no spray. You're only in a jacket and hat. So you've got no way of defending yourself. So if you see a bloody armed robbery, you're absolutely screwed. Walking up Queen Street up to the court, and then reversing, going back. So it was a bit of an uphill to get from my station to court in Auckland. And a couple of times I got there, with my file, or the file's already been submitted through my sergeant to the prosecutor, etc. Prosecutor is a senior sergeant. It's not a lawyer. It's actually a sergeant for like remedial cases. Obviously, murder and things like that, they becomes a prosecutor. But yeah, the sergeant would often stand up and go, "Oh, yeah, we're not we're dismissing all charges, Your Honor." It's like, what the fuck? I've just put like 6 hours into that file. Well, that's probably not quite true. I have put hours into a file, but I wouldn't. You've put a couple of hours into a file, prepped all the charges and everything, and you rock up, and honestly, the sergeant would stand up and go, "Oh, yeah, we're not proceeding with this one, Your Honor." It's like, I've made the effort to bloody get here to give evidence. So it happens. Files get lost. Prosecutors don't want to press charges. Often they will drop charges to get a guilty plea on something bigger. The cop doesn't show up. There's a myriad of ways that a case can get dismissed. So yes, it's like Van says, it's not a win. It's just a dismissal for reasons.
Judge Cobb. Do you have insurance while you're on the road?
Judge Cobb, please, just give him a call. That's who.
This is just the destruction of the record. So if you got insurance and took it, then yes.
No, I've never had insurance. I haven't had insurance.
But that's what you just told me. You took it up there and got it because you brought proof to the court.
No, proof that I don't have to have it. Which is this. Also, the state can only impose a fee on motor vehicles engaged exclusively in interstate commerce.
Oh, God.
That's not what I'm doing here.
Downloading misinformation or disinformation, depending on where you get it, from the internet and presenting it as fact without question is the height of ignorance.
Now, what he just said, he didn't say it. Oh, I love those sort of puzzles. He didn't say it per se, but he was talking about interstate commerce, and he says, I'm not doing that. So technically he said, I'm not working in commerce. So I will pay that. I will pay that. I am not working in commerce. Okay. Lazy and incompetent prosecutors. It's not necessarily incompetent, but yeah, definitely lazy. Definitely lazy.
And if you would like to see this,
nope. No, thank you.
The Department of Motor Vehicles is a business.
No, it's not.
Along with the state of South Carolina.
Okay, so who do you want to take your car?
How to respond to a soft
That was a peach. I sort of hear what you're saying. I'm taking absolutely no notice, and I'm going to carry on with my script.
Word Salad 101. Simply inform them that their car's getting impounded. Let's see how he takes this good news.
No one's towing my car. I don't need a tow rifle. It operates just fine.
I'm trying to help you out and save you a little bit of money, but if not, we're going to have to get on rotation.
Why are you guys doing this despite the fact that it's dismissed? But it's been dismissed.
No, I don't.
I proved in court that I didn't need insurance.
You don't have insurance.
I know.
So you want those?
And the judge dismissed it. Could you please just call him and talk to him?
I don't know Judge Cobb.
He's Blacksburg man.
I do love the way the troopers wear their hats. Oh, I saw something yesterday, a short YouTube short about when a trooper passes his course and he gets a trooper, he has to present his flat cap, and he gets given his big hat like that. Very, very touching.
I don't go to the Blacksburg Magistrate. I don't know how they do business at the Blacksburg.
Don't think I could find.
Well,
it.
I do know
you have to have insurance to drive on South Carolina roadways, and your license is suspended. It's not a right.
It's always a suspended license that sends these idiots down the sovereign citizen rabbit hole. But like this trooper said, driving is a privilege, not a right, and no amount of magic words and incantations will change that.
No, it's a privilege if I contract with the state. It's a right.
You have to have a valid driver.
Oh, found it.
So we can either do the tickets and you can come back to court, or we can go to jail.
All right.
Like I said, we're trying to work with you here, man.
Okay. Well, can I get your word on something?
I mean, it depends. I'm not going to be the one writing the tickets.
Notice the principal is notice the agent. Notice the agent is notice the
principal.
There's your notice.
Haven't heard that for a while.
Write my ticket. What you going to do? Take me to jail, or you should write me a ticket?
God, that's a blast from the past. Devon used to say that, didn't he? Notice the principal is principal of notice. That's racist. That's racist, young man. Don't be so silly. But now you've said that, I'm gonna Google it. Do they have state troopers in Mexico?
Is that all you're gonna do? Is write me a ticket, tell them a call? Just write a ticket and tell them a call. That's it, right? So when I come to court and I beat you again,
why are you looking at me? He's the one writing the ticket.
Because y'all are on the same team. And next time it might be you that sees me with no tag, because there's never going to be a tag on here. So can I get your word that you leave me alone?
Okay. No, it doesn't. Federal police, National Guard, municipal police, and collaborations. So it doesn't actually have state troopers. There are 31. Hang on, I'm just reading something else. There's 31 state police forces, but there's no actual state trooper. I can't believe you made me look that up, but oh my God. Mexico police uniforms. Images. Oh my stars. Okay, it's official. No. Okay. Here. And I don't think they look like that either. No. The majority look like this. Those ones that Herbert came across, they were dressed like this. So the answer's no. Okay, they don't wear sombreros. They have extra hostess for the maracas. You're just being outright racist now. Stop it, young man. Stop it. It's funny, but stop it.
How deluded do you have to be to ask a law enforcement agent to stop enforcing the law against you? But if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear his solution for reimbursing any victim unfortunate enough to get into an accident with him.
I'm not out here causing any harm. I'm not bothering anybody.
So what are you gonna do when you hit my old lady with my kid in the car?
I'm not gonna hit anybody, and if I did, I'll pay for it.
You don't know that?
I know I can pay for it.
How's that? I mean, what if she drives a daggum $200,000 car?
Then I guess I'll be working for you the rest of my life.
Seems like we all have to anyway, don't we?
But I'm not working for you now.
So that's his convoluted plan. Work for whoever was unfortunate enough to get into an accident with him until the debt is paid, whether they agree to it or not, instead of just buying vehicle insurance. Sounds like more of an excuse than a plan.
And the judge told me that as well, because I asked him, this was
What drugs were you smoking when you met this judge?
Judge Wright, just last month, when 6 of these things got dismissed from the highway
please.
patrol, I asked him to give me an injunctive relief for you guys to stop harassing me. And you know what he said? They don't work for me. But he's the judge, right? He can't tell you what to do because he don't work for you. You don't work for him, but I don't work for you. So how do y'all get to tell me what to do?
State law.
I don't work for the state.
This isn't an employee-employer thing.
Yeah, it is.
You're just enforcing law. I never met you till today. I wouldn't have known you for Adam. I saw you at the grocery store.
Right.
But
Same
I know
here.
that I have to have insurance. I have to have a tag on my car. I have to have a valid license just like everybody else.
Because you
state law.
work for the state.
Even if I
No.
didn't, I had one before I worked for the state.
Because you didn't
know. No, that just...
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
No. Everybody, even the judge, has to have a driver's license and insurance.
know these things. None of you guys seem to know these things.
Well, like I said,
The judge knew it, and that's why he dismissed it.
No.
You keep using that word dismissed. I do not think it means what you think it means.
No.
Hey, is this you? Too many alerts, way too many tools, not enough people.
Means.
That's the two ways that the trooper here can play it.
All right,
It's either you can do it and show up, and y'all can all handle it in the courtroom, or.
But you gonna leave me alone after that?
Is that his gun or his taser? Oh, it's his taser.
If one more dismissal gonna convince you that I don't have to have none of this stuff?
We'll see. You're gonna have to see how it plays out in the courtroom.
Who's the head of the highway patrol?
The head, Colonel Chris Williamson in
Colonel
Blythewood.
Colonel.
Guess that's who I need to talk to then, right?
That's who you feel you need to talk to.
Oh, I need to talk to somebody that's gonna get the word to you guys that y'all really can't be doing this.
Colonel.
I think you'll find that they can do this, and no amount of misinterpretations of the law or of judges' rulings will change that. And if you still want to speak to someone, I suggest a mental health professional. But the cure for stupid doesn't exist, so don't raise your hopes too much.
I mean, I don't know if either one of you served in the military or not.
You can't fix stupid.
But I know they hire a lot of military personnel. What freedoms were you over there fighting for if I'm not free to move without permission or fee?
What?
Which, like I said, the Supreme Court says. I mean,
What?
I said call turkeys if you're gonna do it.
Okay.
Shout out once again to Turkish Towing for taking all the scum and villainy off the road. They need to start offering this fool a loyalty card or season ticket.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Alright, man, just know that. Alright. No explaining tickets and where court is and all that was something sure you know.
Yeah.
Alright.
You didn't sign it.
Alright, so
scared.
It's not a question of fear, you clown. It's a question of you being too stupid to understand that law enforcement are not required to sign random questionnaires downloaded from the internet that demands 20 ounces of gold, about $64,000 for every right you feel the officer violated.
okay, so the first one is gonna be operating.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that comes under fee schedule then, doesn't it, really? So I will pay fee schedule. Mr. Castro, it is the story of your life, my friend. You rock up late and you leave early. But welcome. And talking to Mr. Castro, and I should have done this earlier, thank you to my Patreons, which are Paracord Princess, Tom Castro, Goddess of Truth, and it's probing time 666, Nathan Oakley's mum. So thank you to my patrons. Well, I don't know about you, but you feel violated by the officer. Oh, hello.
Without registration, so it's $155. You have a court date of September 21st, 2022, 10 a.m., 312 East Red Street, okay? The next one's going to be uninsured motorists. That's $355.
Ooh.
Same thing, same court date. September 21st, 2022, 10 a.m. at that address. And your last one's driving under suspension. First, it's going to be 64750, same address, same time, okay? September 21st, 2022, 10 a.m. You got any questions?
What happens if I don't take that? I mean, you already know, so I just need to tell.
Do you want it, or?
I didn't want you to stop me.
As long as you know your court date, what do you think I'll take?
So I don't got to take that?
I can't make it.
You can't make me take it?
As long as I explain it to you.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty dumb, isn't it?
I'd like for you to sign that.
That's pretty dumb. I mean, so he doesn't take his citations, forgets his court date, doesn't turn up, gets a warrant issued for his arrest for failing to attend, and then says, well, he didn't give me the paperwork. But unfortunately, it's on body cam. So, it's not on body. Well, it would be on body cam. I mean, he's got a recording, but he's not going to incriminate himself, is he?
You don't sign your stuff, man?
Huh?
You don't want to sign that?
I don't have time to completely go over it. I don't know what it is.
No, it don't take but a few minutes.
I gave you my name and everything else.
Okay.
You know my
Again, this is the notice and questionnaire. He wants the trooper to.
All right. Let's see what's on this. The bearer of this card does hereby lawfully, well, that's, I mean, it's lost within the first 6 words, isn't it? The bearer of this card hereby lawfully notify you that you are commercially liable for any violation of his or her rights, and that the bearer reserves all religious, constitutional, civil, human, and sovereign rights, will not consent to any search of their, will not answer any questions without a public pursuant to the Privacy Act 1974 USC section. Oh my stars. Will hold liable under fully commercial liability for damages through a civil suit any public service who deprives them of, knowingly allows them to be deprived of, conspires to deprive them of, negligent through diligence, all right, blah, 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 blah. Title 42, equal rights under the law. Oh, 2 for us. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there we go. I suppose this is part of the visit freedomfromgovernment.org. Yeah, sure, that's legit. Well, this is part of the video. So, Title 18, Section 241, 242. Didn't think that would get a mention this week. Public officials who violate their oath to uphold the Constitution may be liable for civil suit, criminal charges, and class actions. The fee schedule: 20 ounces of 0.999 gold or its equivalent. What's the equivalent to 0.999 gold? Per violation, Inalienable rights, circumstances, blah, blah, blah. Authority, Privacy Act, Section 5, pursuance, Attention, any government agency, department, or agent requesting information from this private man or woman, please fill out the following regarding your demand. Whoa. I hereby sign and affirm under penalty of perjury and under full commercial liability that the answers hereby given are true and correct in every particular. Wow. What a crock.
To fill out and sign.
Of shit. But how would you know if the trooper is operating in commerce? Well, I mean, technically...
He downloaded it from the Freedom from Government website. I don't think I've ever seen one of these filled out.
Like I said, not perfect.
You know, it's about, you know, it's getting pretty...
No, he's the trooper. Oh, excuse me. Is the trooper operating in commerce? No, because he's not being paid to well, yeah, he's been paid to travel from point A to point B. But he's not carrying goods.
Personal, man. Like I say, like the judge told me, y'all don't work for him. I don't work for y'all. So how is this a two-sided thing like this?
Yeah, no, it's like that. All it is the law. That's
not the law. Unless I'm under contract with that business.
Police officers don't work for a judge. Police officers work for their county, their council.
I got shit I need to do. I got shit I need to do today. So what am I supposed to do now?
Well, you know, maybe you could start by not blaming other people for your own poor life choices.
And start
maybe
walking.
you could follow that up by dropping the delusions of grandeur. I and millions of other drivers around the world managed to understand the need for a license, registration, and insurance.
Whatever you want to do. Like I said, I understand where you're coming from. You got the right to run all the way, all the time you want. Only thing is, when you hop in a vehicle, it's no longer a right. It's a privilege. You can walk.
It's not a privilege.
Yeah, it is.
If I have a license, it becomes a privilege. If I register this with the state, it becomes a privilege. But until all that's done, it's a right. And the Supreme Court, even the Blacksburg magistrates backed this up. That's what I said. He dismissed those charges because he knows what I'm saying is true and correct.
Like I said, on our end, we haven't got that. So. Yeah, like I said, if it does, if this is a violation of your rights and everything else, I'll stop it. Like I said, I'm not about that.
Okay, so what's it going to take for me to get that into your skull? That it is a right.
It won't be you. It would have to be Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court's already said it.
No, they haven't.
Like I said, it ain't got us yet.
With the
I just showed you the Supreme Court. But I'm going to take it because I'm going to forget the shit.
Yeah,
I'm taking it under due rest.
I got, like I said,
All right. That falls under threat, dress, and coercion. I'm not happy with this bingo card today. I'm not doing very well at all. What are you're referring to? What will it take to get it into your head? Yeah, battle, maybe my car. Yeah.
There's no hurt feelings. You're mad, I understand.
No, I'm not mad.
Well, you get.
I'm disappointed.
Disappointed, yeah.
Disappointed.
In the lack of education
Bless
for
you.
you guys. Yeah. For nobody knows this. We've all been lied to.
Right.
But you guys can be in trouble for this. You
Really?
can get sued personally.
Really?
Not the trooper, not the state, Mr. Smith.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to take your stuff?
Like I said, I feel like if you want to attack me and my family, I understand.
No, that's not what I want to do. I just want you to leave me alone. But you won't.
Like I said, I'm just trying to do my job. That's it. It's not personal.
It's not your job because I'm not contracted with your business. That's please, by all means, while you sitting around doing nothing on the side of the road, get on your computer and look this stuff up, brother.
Like I said, It's just the wormhole because I gotta separate, you know, what's snagged and what's, you know what I mean.
You gotta learn the facts first, though, right?
Right. And I gotta go.
I got you. I got you.
You need to teach yourself.
I got you.
Well, these guys probably got places to be, so
All right, brother.
hopefully not to see you again today.
Oh, he looks familiar.
Oh, they saw him again, all right, in this video where, of course, he attempted the script again. But this
That's
time
the
they
one.
arrested him and his car went again to Turkey's towing, but not before they removed his private
I
plate.
thought he looked
Link to
familiar.
that video, if you haven't already seen it, is in the description.
We have.
Right, thank you so much for watching, guys. If
we watched that a couple of weeks ago, honestly, that last second, I went, "Why does that guy look familiar?" And it was him. Oh, dang it, Bobby. All right, we got one left. We've done very well off Van der Man today. Thank you very much, Mr. Van Balian. I'll flick him an email. What time?
There's tons of people out there nowadays that are selling courses, mentorships, and even trading.
today, and his delusional belief, where yet another delusional sovereign citizen chooses jail and his delusional beliefs over the welfare of his wife and kids when he gets pulled over and refuses to comply for the Belvedere Police Department for a minor traffic violation. Right, let's get into the video.
It was in the back of my mind. Excuse me. It was in the back of my mind when I was listening. I was going, something about that voice, but yeah. But as soon as I saw his face, I went, "Oh, we've seen him before."
It's a custodial.
What?
Don't roll it over too much.
Okay, the wife's seen on it as well. Did you hear that? Don't water it down too much.
It's a custodial.
Don't roll it over too much.
Jeez.
I'm trying to get police department reason to stop today. You don't have any plates on your trailer.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is this a custodial arrest?
No.
What the? As truth science would say, what the doohickey do you mean? Is this a custodial arrest? First of all, he's just told you that you've got no plates on your trailer. Can I ask you a question? Is this a custodial arrest? We haven't even got that far yet. We haven't got as far as a ticket. Okay? So no, it's not a custodial arrest. It's a traffic stop because you got no plates on your trailer. That's it.
Am I free to go? Okay, can you read me my rights, please?
Okay. Whoa. Okay. Surely we've got to. Am I free to leave? I don't think that's on the card. No, it's not. All right. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's carry on because I'm a bit conscious of the time.
Traffic stop.
Can you read me my rights?
Yes, sir. Got my card real quick.
You sure it's not a custodial arrest?
You're under detainment when you're stopped legally.
Okay, well, it's a custodial arrest.
Yes.
So please read me my rights.
Okay.
And I'm gonna exercise my fundamental rights, my protected rights to remain silent.
Okay.
Okay.
Say that for me.
All right.
It is, but it's also not being violated. Oh, he's invoking the fifth. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, go on. I'll pay that. But what I'm super confused with, or what I'm trying to think, is he's not being questioned about I suppose if you're going to go down that road of questioning, like, for example, a question I would ask is, why haven't you got plates on your trailer? And I suppose technically that is a question about the crime. So therefore, if you are going to question him about the crime, you would have to read him his rights. But we need to why would a grown man wear that color of hat? It is a bit confusing, is it? And I'm a bit confused about his shirt as well. Bit confused about the shirt. We need, ladies and gentlemen, we need to find an American police officer friend. Now, I don't know if Dutch Doyle is my friend anymore, but I'd love to watch this with somebody like Dutch Doyle, and not a lawyer, because we could watch it with Joe Palmetto or RT. I'd much rather watch it with a police officer. So do me a favor, everyone. On your travels, when you go into these, when you go into different channels and different chat rooms, and you watch their live streams or watch their premieres, etc., do me an absolute massive favor and see if you can find an American police officer who would be willing to come on. I think I can alter their voice. I think I can do that. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, face is a big no-no. I get that. But let's try and find a police officer that would be happy and willing to come and not even play bingo, but just watch videos with us and answer some questions. So would you do that, guys? When you go into other people and you go to their live streams, poke around and just see if you can find I've asked Kfar. In fact, Kfar's live, isn't he? Is Kfar live at the moment? Let me just do a quick refresh. I know oh, damn it. No, he's not. Damn it. Oh, we're gonna show this video. Yeah, I saw his a little notification come up on my screen. Andre Sloan is a retired cop. No idea if he'll be up for a live stream though. Artie's brother's a cop. That I did not know. Ooh, that's really good to know. And occasionally does live streams with him. Ooh, that ooh ha hoo ha hoo ha hoo ha hoo ha hoo ha hoo ha. Where's my pen? Oh, here it is. You won't believe what I've just written here. Find a Yank cop. RT Kafar and Andre Sloan. It's not even about like I said, it's not about faces and voices and all that good stuff. It's just getting RT brother. I'm not even going to answer that question. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'll say it's not about voices and faces and all that stuff. It's just answering basic questions, or even just having someone in the chat. You know, even just like we're doing now. This question about does this guy need to be read his rights? I don't think he does. See, but then again, God, it's so confusing. See, in England, I would caution somebody. It's not an arrest, but I would caution them and say, you know, you don't have to say anything, but anything you do say may be given in evidence. So, that's what I would say. And then anything they do say after that, straight in the pocketbook or straight onto the ticket. I don't think he does. But if he's going to, they don't need to be read the right. I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true. So that's the other thing. That's the thing I'm thinking of, is that although and we say, because they say it's not a crime, you know, oh, having a license isn't a crime, having a plate isn't a crime, although technically it is a crime because an infraction comes from a statute of law and law comes from law. Asking them about an infraction, yeah, it probably doesn't warrant you having your rights read to you, and I think I get that. You don't need to be read the rights until they're under arrest. That I've seen many a offender put in the back of a police car, read their rights, ask questions. I mean, a good one is a traffic accident. Okay, like a serious traffic accident, or a police pursuit. They're handcuffed, put in the back of the car, read their rights, questioned, and then they're told that they're under arrest. So, and again, the under arrest thing, it's, to me, it's a little bit confusing. Anyway, completely digressing. Let's finish this and see what Mr. Green Hat has to say.
The police can obviously,
but also thank you for your input, though, Tom. I appreciate that.
Temporarily detain you during a traffic stop and do not have to read you your Miranda rights unless they are questioning you about the alleged offence. The fact that your kids are listening and will likely grow up believing this nonsense is concerning.
That comes back to bloody child endangerment, doesn't it? The fifth isn't related to the arrest, just the question. Absolutely, 100%. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. It's just the question. Absolutely. No questions about that.
I don't need you reading your rights because you're not being questioned for anything right now.
Yeah.
So
Well, please
Lights get red when you get questioned for something.
Well,
So
am I free?
I think I stopped the video a bit too soon, didn't I? Because a lot of questions that I've just asked have just been answered. Okay, all right.
To go? Okay, then I make custodial arrest.
Okay.
And I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent. I don't answer questions. And
That's not a question, that's a request.
Okay, I'm exercising my force. I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Okay, you're traveling.
The first person to say it. First person to actually say it. I'm traveling, not driving. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. Whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, now we're getting there.
But listen, I don't mean any disrespect, sir. But I'm exercising my fundamentally protected rights, and I have the right to remain silent.
You're not under arrest. You don't have to remain silent.
Yeah, see, dude, you don't. I mean, yes, you do. You do have the right to remain silent, but only in certain circumstances, and no plates on your trailer is not one of those circumstances.
I'm going to exercise my Fourth and Fifth Amendment rights to remain silent.
Your Fourth Amendment right is the right against unlawful search and seizures. No plates on your trailer has got bugger all to do with the Fourth Amendment.
And be secured by my person's papers and effects. And without a...
He's desperately trying to remember his script, isn't he? He would make a very, very, very poor actor. See, he's one of these that you want to say, you have the right to remain silent. Please exercise it. Yes. Well, he's a bad actor. He's a bad actor. I'm exercising my rights. Yes, I am going to pay that. Because he's mentioned virtually every amendment, apart from the second, which no doubt we're in Texas, so that will probably pop up.
Warrant, you're not going to get anything.
And I need to put the cat on. We can stop with the headphones. Excuse me, I'm getting a bit bunged up. Oh, my landlord has still got a cold. 4 weeks. 4 weeks now he's had this cold. Right, let's pop you on there. I'm going to put the cat on again.
The Fourth Amendment protects you against unreasonable searches and seizures. Showing your driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance is not unreasonable. And pleading the Fifth is not going to save you either, because a police officer asking you for documents you are legally required to produce under laws derived from the 10th Amendment of the Constitution is not considered incriminating. Again, the fact that your kids are listening and likely taking all this in is worrying.
And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just exercising my...
on a public road, right?
I'm not operating in commerce.
It doesn't matter what you're
Yes,
operating.
it does matter. It does matter. I'm not operating in commerce. The traffic code is for commerce. I'm not operating in commerce.
No, it's not.
And I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Well,
but
no,
do you have a warrant for my arrest? Do you have a
ignorant.
warrant for my arrest with my name on it?
I don't know what your name is.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, if the traffic code was for commercial vehicles only, why does the state of Texas have a specific traffic code for commercial vehicles, primarily found within the Texas Transportation Code? Secondly, you're about to find out the hard way he doesn't need a warrant with your name on it to pull you over and arrest you for refusing to identify.
Is that what he asked? Where's the warrant? I thought he said something about with my name on.
If the traffic code was for commercial...
Oh, your name?
Operating in commerce. and I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Okay, well.
But do you have a warrant for my arrest? Do you have
a warrant for your arrest? Why on earth would he have a warrant for your arrest? But I do recall where's the warrant? So I'm going to pay that. Where's the warrant? Damn it, I can't even rig my own bloody bingo card.
a warrant for my arrest with my name on it?
I don't know what your name is.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, if the traffic code was for commercial vehicles only, why does the state of Texas have a specific traffic code for commercial vehicles, primarily found within the Texas Transportation Code? Secondly, you're about to find out the hard way he doesn't need a warrant with your name on it to pull you over and arrest you for refusing to identify.
Do you have a warrant to seize my personal property?
No.
Okay. Am I free to go?
No, you are not free to go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. But we're just traveling for peaceful assembly with others. And that's all we're doing.
You can peacefully travel. I see your license plate on your truck's up to date with your registration, but you don't have a license plate on your trailer. So to me, it could be a stolen trailer that you're calling right now. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, sir, I don't.
I'm just asking you if you have a license plate for your trailer.
The trailer's not stolen.
Okay.
Say it. Say it.
So let me get this straight. He abides by the...
Hang on a sec. I'm going to pay this.
I'm just asking you if you have a license plate for your trailer.
The trailer's not stolen.
Okay. I don't know that. I can't know that.
So let me get this straight.
Sorry.
He abides by the
Sorry,
law
no,
when...
sorry, no.
It could be a stolen trailer that you're calling right now. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
No, sir, I don't.
I'm just asking you if you have a license
Right,
plate.
it says I don't understand. That's what I was trying to get at. So he says I don't understand. Yeah, I know a peaceful assembly. I'm paying. I don't understand. Yeah, peaceful assembly. What's? I'm guessing. We don't know what. No, we don't know what day this is. I'm guessing they're on the way to church. I don't know.
The trailer's not stolen.
Okay. I don't know that. I can't know that.
So let me get this straight. He abides by the law when registering and putting a plate on his truck, even though his flawed and delusional right to travel argument goes directly against this, but not when it comes to the law that says you are required to identify and have a license plate on your trailer. And if all that sounds convoluted and confusing to you, the viewer, imagine how confused these kids are right now.
So I'm asking you if you have a license plate for your trailer.
I'm going to exercise.
And make sure that it's registered to you.
I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer
How are you doing? So what was your name? Benoy. And you're 1106, badge number 1106.
1121.
And you're, how do you pronounce your name? Ortman.
1122.
1122.
Yes,
okay. Like I say, we're just traveling. We don't want any trouble with anybody. Nothing stolen. Do you have a report of a travel trailer being stolen?
I don't want any trouble with anybody, says the guy going out of his way to escalate a very minor traffic violation into a circus by asking stupid and irrelevant questions. Again, his kids have a front row seat to this debacle.
We don't know. We have so many stolen vehicles that come through here every day.
All right,
you provided Officer Ortman with your driver's license?
I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent.
Okay, right now you're committing an offense by not providing identification. Okay, I can find who you are.
Texas is not a stop and ID state.
No, but it is when you have a traffic violation. You don't have no traffic. You don't have no license plate on your travel trailer.
Okay, do y'all want to arrest me right now and take me in?
I don't want to. I just want to get done.
I'm just asking. I want to be on my way.
All you gotta do is
I'm not.
If you want to be on your way, then just show your freaking driver's license. It's really not that hard.
Your driver's license.
I'm gonna listen. Are y'all recording?
Yes, sir.
Are you recording?
Both of us are recording.
Okay, and we're also recording.
Okay.
And I'm.
Are you recording? Is your camera on? That's kind of, are you recording? Yeah. Duh. I was getting there. Is your camera on? Ooh, Chucky boy. Chucky boy. Yes, yes. Oh, calm down, people. Chucky boy's getting a bit excited.
Exercising my fundamentally protected rights to remain silent.
Again, your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent does not protect you from providing documents the police are asking you for.
And I wish, because I know this is a custodial arrest. I know it is. So I would like for you guys.
How do you know it is? How do you know it is? Oh, that bloody son.
To read me my rights, please.
Read you your rights?
Yes. Because this is a custodial arrest. Anytime the lights come on in Texas, you're under a custodial arrest.
Oh, so you're detained?
No,
you're detained.
I'm under a custodial arrest.
You're detained.
And I would like for you guys to read me my rights, please.
You haven't committed an offense yet.
Other than not providing.
Okay, you just said it. I have not committed any kind of offense or anything.
Committed a traffic offense.
I'm traveling.
You haven't committed an offense where I need to question you.
You know, just repeating the words "I'm traveling" doesn't make the requirement to abide by state law magically disappear. Also, you can always rely on a soft to, whether on purpose or not, misunderstand the words being uttered. The officer didn't say you haven't committed any kind of offence. He said you haven't committed an offence, and then corrected himself and added, where I need to question you. Your requirement to identify per the Texas Penal Code is not, as you will eventually find out, a violation of your rights.
Hey, I'm traveling.
I understand you're traveling. You are traveling on a public roadway that is maintained by the state of Texas, which requires a valid driver's license.
Only if you're operating in commerce.
It requires a driver's license in general.
If you're operating in commerce, sir.
Okay.
And I've already told you that I am not operating in commerce.
Sir,
it does
you're
matter.
Driving a vehicle in the state of Texas.
I am not driving. I am traveling. I'm not a driver.
On a public roadway.
And listen, I'm not going to debate on the side of the road with you. If you want to arrest me, arrest me.
I'm not going to debate this on the side of the road, says the guy who has done nothing but try to debate this on the side of the road from the moment he was pulled over. But I do agree with his last statement. They should just arrest him at this point for refusing to identify.
Oh, sorry. I was just traveling. Yeah, we had that a wee while ago.
Whatever you want to do, I'm not being combative. I'm not being belligerent.
No, sir, you're
I'm
not.
being respectful as I can be.
Yes, sir.
But I know my rights, and I know what operating in commerce is. Everything is in commerce. As you can see on the side of my truck, I have a remedy for commerce.
Okay.
UCC 1-08 without prejudice. That's the remedy. That means you can't compel me to perform under any contract that I didn't enter into willingly, knowingly, or voluntarily.
I'm
all
not going
contract.
to disagree with that statement.
You're
at all.
driving what the state of Texas defined as a motor vehicle on a public road. So a set of laws that regulates interstate commerce does not apply to.
Oh, UCC 1308. That's Romerick Mims go-to 308. And 207. Yeah.
Or magically make you immune from the consequences of not following state traffic laws. All signing documents and putting UCC-1308 all over your vehicle does is show how easily led you are.
And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be anything. I want to be on my way.
Sir, if I can verify
I'm not sir. I'm not sir. I'm not a sir. I'm not a sir.
What?
If I can verify.
The trailer's not stolen.
Okay, I'll be your word of mouth. I had a stolen vehicle last week.
Well, you didn't have
was stolen.
You didn't have a stolen vehicle with me.
Oh, sir, everyone says that.
I'm not, sir.
Okay,
I'm not.
Everyone says that kind of thing. So I like to verify in the state of Texas that it's
Oh, I'd
not.
call it even.
Well, I'm telling you, it's not stolen. I'm
So
not.
You can't just take your word for it.
I'm not.
Sometimes drug dealers say these aren't our drugs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, would y'all like to take me to jail?
I would not like to, but if it's going to lead to that,
Well,
why can't you just identify it?
I'm not going to identify it. It's my right.
I
Are
would-
y'all forcing me under duress? Or are y'all forcing me under duress?
Oh, I know.
Are y'all forcing me under duress?
That is what's going to happen if you don't identify.
He's informing you of the consequences of not.
Yeah, not identified. I would just keep calling him sir. Just for annoyance.
Identifying under state law, you absolute clown. That's not, nor has it ever been, the definition of force or duress. Mister, I'm not going to debate on the side of the road.
Are you forcing me?
Do you know that is a violation?
I know I will get paid, and you will lose qualified immunity.
Are you aware that is a violation?
Are you aware you're going to lose qualified immunity?
Are you aware that it's a violation for not identifying yourself?
You don't. If Texas is not. Listen.
We're not stopping everybody.
Listen.
When you have a driver, when
Listen.
you have a traffic infraction,
I'm
go ahead.
not going to argue with you guys on the side of the road.
You keep using the words, I'm not going to argue on the side of the road. I do not think those words mean what you think they mean.
Do whatever you want to do, and I'm going to get paid. Y'all are going to lose qualified immunity because I've already told you I'm exercising my fundamentally protected rights.
What are those?
Threat, dress, and coercion was done in the last video.
It's my God-given rights to remain silent.
I have the God-given right to remain silent, again, says the guy who lacks the ability to shut his pie hole.
Okay, I'm exercising my Fourth and my Fifth Amendment rights to remain silent, and I wish you guys.
That is for questioning. Am I correct?
When the lights come on in Texas, you're in a custodial arrest.
You're detained.
Nope. I'm in a custodial arrest right now, and y'all are refusing to read me my rights.
Okay. I don't get
Okay.
why reading
At this point, we're all hearing the baby cry, are we not? He hasn't even batted an eyelid and turned around and goes, is the baby okay? At this point, I'd be going, or even as the wife, I'd be going, honey, give the man your freaking license. Seriously. Please stop it.
Not understanding that.
Dad's too busy arguing on the side of the road to notice or even care how bored and irritable his kids are getting. Typical soft-sit, making it all about themselves, and to hell with the effect it has on their family.
I'll tell you what, Van and myself should do a stream together because we talk exactly the same language. That's not fair.
Stop it. Get some help.
Am I in a custodial arrest or not? Am I free to go? Okay, so y'all have impaired my movement. Y'all have impaired my travel with nothing. Was I speeding?
No, you have no license.
I got 10.
Okay, that is a traffic infraction.
Yes, sir. That is a traffic
Okay,
infraction.
you're correct. Texas is not a stop and ID state.
If you have a traffic infraction, then it is.
No. And like I say, I'm not going to debate with you guys on the side of the road. If you want to take me to jail or whatever y'all want to do, take me to jail. I'm not trying to be mean or rude, but y'all are impeding my right to travel.
Your right to travel does not include the right to operate a motor vehicle on a public road with impunity. And
now, I don't know if anybody's marked this off, but we also do have, I have the right to travel. Now, that's a bit different between I'm not driving, I'm traveling, I'm traveling, I'm not driving. So I have the right to travel. It's a different square. I still haven't got it.
End of.
Nothing stolen. Nothing stolen.
I was thinking that 16, I think. I mean, the last 25.
All this is right here, as long as your trailer comes back registered to you, is a warning.
You're going to have 20 in November.
Well, what's going to happen when you take me to jail and that trailer comes back to me? Oh no, that's an illegal arrest.
No.
Are you with
the Verde Police Department?
If you
Bill
don't have
Verde
plates on it, then
Police
it's
Department is
fine.
going to pay me. And you will lose qualified immunity, and you will pay me too. And I'm not trying to be mean, man.
It's notable that he cares more about his delusional beliefs than he does about how irritable his child is getting. Not once has he acknowledged his kids. Seems to be a theme with these soft-sit parents.
But what gives you the reason to believe that trailer's stolen?
Right. No. That's not what they've said. That's not what they've said. They have not. They don't believe that the trailer is stolen. They're saying it could be stolen because there's no plate on it. You could have just stopped in the street, saw a trailer, picked it up, and driven away. That's stealing, and it's possibly stolen. Okay. I'm starting to believe that it is stolen. Do you know what? We'll get to the end. We're only a few minutes away, but it could well be. No. It keeps talking about public immunity. Public immunity. We do have a square, which is what is your bond / public liability. Now, I know immunity and liability are two different words, but because he said that so much, I'm going to pay what is your bond / public liability. What is your bond / public liability? Oh, sorry, that's good.
I'm not saying it is or it isn't.
Okay, am I free to go?
You don't have
No.
identification
Am I
on
free to
your
go?
trailer.
Am I free to go?
No, you're not. So you don't have a license plate which identifies your trailer to the state of Texas.
I'm not operating in commerce.
Am I being detained?
It doesn't matter what you're
And when you're operating in the state of Texas corporation, you're operating in commerce. You're operating in commerce. I'm not operating in commerce.
How is it different from me driving?
I'm not driving. I'm traveling. Okay. You're working. You're getting paid.
Even wifey's not saying anything.
Like I said, I'm not trying to be mean and belligerent. As you know, in your own video, I've been super nice.
You're being exceptional.
I'm not trying to cause. I got my hands on the wheel. I don't want y'all thinking anything. I'm just traveling with my family for peacefully assembly with others, and I'm just exercising my right to remain silent.
Again, you keep using those words, right to remain silent. I do not think they mean what you think they mean. Okay, anyway, unlike the dad, I'm not comfortable listening to his kid get upset, so I'm going to skip to the part just after the supervisor arrives and just before they go in for the arrest.
You're not a person?
I'm not a person. Okay. You know the definition of a person?
Do you want me to continue or you're not going to listen anymore?
Because I know what it is.
So
but that's people that operate in commerce. Okay. I'm not.
So this is the
operating
officer on the
power.
traffic stop. He's going to ask you one more time for your license. If you refuse to provide that with us, you're going to be arrested. For
Okay.
ID.
Okay.
Oh,
What does my family do?
Do you have someone with a driver's license in the vehicle?
What does my family do?
Well, if you have kids, we're going to
100%.
call CPS and they're going to pick up your kids.
And there it is, the grinning face of a guy who would happily see his kids go to CPS,
Oh.
then hand over documents he is legally required to produce.
What a prick.
piece of shit.
So he's.
My name is Peggy.
Hello, Peggy. Hello, Peggy.
Ask you one more time.
Hey, Van. I'll say it for you, mate. I know you bleeped it out because it's your video, but what a piece of shit. What an absolute piece of shit.
I'm going to tell you, I'm exercising my fundamentally protected rights, my 4th and 5th Amendment rights to remain silent.
Okay.
And if you guys want to arrest me, let's go.
Go ahead. Ask for his license. Yes, sir. Present your driver's license.
I'm not. I'm going to
Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest.
I'm only stepping out under duress. And
Step out of the vehicle. You're under arrest for felon ID.
Get the fuck out.
You've been given multiple opportunities. Do you have an adult in the vehicle that has a driver's license that the vehicle will be released to? If not, we're calling CPS.
Yep, I got right there. My old lady got driver's license.
Okay. Ma'am, do you have your driver's license with you so we can release the vehicle to you?
She's going to hand it over.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep, there you go.
As long as your license comes back good, we'll release the vehicle to you. Okay.
Thank you. Where's y'all's police department?
How hard was that? Please refuse. No. Oh, Lord, no. How many kids did we see? There's one here. There's the baby. And I think there's another one here. So there's probably at least 3 kids. No. You don't understand how much paperwork that's going to be. No.
We're taking you to County Jail. It's about a 20 from here.
Can she follow us? Or?
No, you cannot have people following us.
What do you mean?
We can give her the address.
That's what I mean.
Well, we just don't know who we're dealing with.
Well, she
starts following you. She rams the back door. We don't know.
She ain't gonna do that.
Hey, I don't know.
I was going to jump on that. But I thought, no, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I was seriously, I was going to jump on that, and I thought, no, I'm gonna let that one slide.
No, you.
But she needs to pick me up somewhere.
I will give her the address to the jail.
Okay, give her the address. Yeah. And listen, my key fob is in my front pocket.
Okay.
She got to have it to get going. Yeah.
Just hold on now.
Jeez, I hope you're proud of yourself. I really hope you're proud of yourself. Yeah. Yeah, 3 kids.
Hey, listen, just go to the jail and wait on me. Whatever, okay? You can pull it. It's easy to pull. Just go to the jail, get the address, and go to the jail and wait on me. Don't call nobody. And we're going to get paid.
Father of the year, this one.
Hey.
What a piece of work this guy is for putting his family through not only this traffic stop, but for leaving them on their own to figure out how to get a truck and trailer she's probably never driven before to jail, where she and the kids will have to wait for who knows how long, all because he was too pig-headed to comply with a simple lawful request.
And I don't want to be that cop, but sometimes things can take a bit of time to process, and I've got to write this piece of paper out, and I've got to do this, and it could take a good 2-3 hours to finalise everything. Mr. Whack-a-Mole, hello, sir. Oh, good, Bennett. Cool, that hurt. Imagine if only a shit accident in breathing out. Oh, no, you don't. You don't want to. You don't want to put that on. Put that on there.
Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. Here's your driver's license. You're good to go. Can I get the names of your kids so I can put them down in the report?
Why do you need my kids' names?
Just so I can put them down in the report.
Well, I don't feel.
No, I don't feel comfortable with that either. I don't think you need them, officer, to be honest.
I mean, I don't feel comfortable doing
Yes
it.
or no?
I'd rather not.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you don't want to, that's fine. Do you know where your husband's going to be? This is your husband, right? I don't want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Is this the address? The 3000?
Can you put a little bit
Yeah,
on it? I'm
well, they
sorry.
are true. True, they are big.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I going to the San Antonio Road or the...
San Antonio Road.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. They're kind of in both spots. One of them just has a different entrance on it. But yeah, it's a Tacoma County Jail. That's the administrative office. You're going to the county jail.
The 3000?
Yes, ma'am.
I-35
South. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In New Braunfels. Do you need help getting out of here?
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Do you want me to stay back here with my lights?
If you don't mind, and give me a minute, because I'm going to situate them real quick. Thank you.
I'm just holding your door so I don't fly off the hinges.
All right. So apparently he spent 29 hours in jail and his wife had to pay a $1,250 bond to get him out. And of course, he promised to file the obligatory lawsuit against the Belvedere Police Department on his release. Right. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, 29 hours. Oh, look, when I said that things could take a wee while, I was thinking like 2-3 hours. 29 hours. Wow. That's that's a bit awkward. Okay, we're all caught up with Mr. Malian. So, do we have one? Does Mark have anything for us? That's the guy. That's red t-shirt. That's the one from last week. That's the one that falls out the car and goes, "Ouch!" I don't know if KFAR's got anything for us. No. Aussie sovereign citizen. Oh. How did this sneak past me? Okay. Last one. Last one. Somebody's got to be close.
Hi, my name is Tami, and I would like to give you a view reason.
Minimum now. So this is going to be to say something about in Australia.
I will have to take him into custody. So I can prove
You can't. You can't. Under what law, statute, or act? The truest form of the law, as I just clearly stated, they are null and void, and you have no reason to break my shit, and I will charge you, and you will be going to jail for life. What part of that don't you understand? Mate,
Going to jail for life? What the? Where did that escalated rather quickly?
you have kids? Are you thinking about what your kids are going to think when you're in there for life? No. You're not breaking my shit. It's under what law? Under what law? You're saying the Road Safety Act 59? That's null and void. Thank you. It's null and void. Truest form of the law.
Do we know? I cut him off. Let's just try and find out which state they're in. Sorry. Some acts do relate.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're doing well, and hopefully my echo is to a minimum now. So this is going to be a sovereign citizen video from way across the pond. This is going to be in Australia. He tries to say something about the Magna Carta overriding Road Safety Act 59, which was from the 80s in Australia. So this sovereign citizen's freaking whack job, so enjoy the video.
Oh, okay. So we don't know which.
They are null and void, and you have no reason to break my shit, and I will charge you.
Oh.
Are you thinking you're not breaking my shit? It's under what law?
I know.
Under
most
what law?
statutes.
You're saying the Road Safety Act 59? That's null and void.
Chuck, do you have a card translation to Australian? Look, a sovereign citizen is a sovereign citizen. What did he say? What?
Thank you. You're saying the Road Safety Act 59?
Road Safety Act. That's
null and void.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Dude. I wasn't fucking talking to you. Road. It's not Perth. New South Wales? South Australia. Okay. They sent me an email the other day. No, they didn't send me an email. Seek did. Seek sent me an email saying, keen on joining South Australia Police. So I had a quick look at it, and you had to be 45 or under. Sorry, under 45. So that ship well and truly sailed. So we're in South Australia. Okay. Given his clothing, it's probably not northern. Absolutely 100%, because he's rugged up. I mean, he's got his jumper and his jacket. No. Cops in Northern Territory just wear fucking singlets and thongs.
It's null and void. Truest form of the law. Okay? What don't you understand about that? Article 61. These guys are just about to break my window because they think they have authority. They are an agent of the Crown. Article 61. I am lawfully bound to disobey all acts, statutes and legislative laws as invocation of Security Clause 61 of the Magna Carta 1215. On the 23rd of March.
Okay. First of all, I'm probably fucked as one of the ones I need America's Cup. Sorry about that. First of all, the Magna Carta has nothing to do with Australia. The Magna Carta was solely to do with England. It wasn't in Great Britain. In fact, from memory, it might have been Great Britain, but it was only England or Great Britain. It wasn't the entire Commonwealth or the British Empire. It was just Britain or England.
March 2001, all laws, acts and statutes are no longer of legal force, wherewith parliamentary governance and agents of the Crown are to stand down and consider their oath. Do you realise what law that is? You're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. No, I am not. You are breaking the law. You are breaking the law. These laws are not legal. I just read you your oaths that you are supposed to honour. You are only here to serve and protect. You too. What law are you talking about, mate? You don't know the law and you're going to enforce like this? Your only oath to your fucking job is to serve and protect. All acts, statutes and legislative laws are null and void. As of 2001...
I don't think... does he know that they hasn't stood down and considered that oath before they got there. I've got my oath. I can show you my oath. Oh, it's in the car. My oath isn't in the well. My oath is in the car, but my oath is in my document folder, which is in the car. How does it know that they hasn't stood down and considered that oath before they? But have you considered it? What? I'm not sure what that question's relating to. What I was saying is, I don't think in Australia that they have serve and protect on the vehicles, because it's an American phrase.
Go and check the law. Ring your sergeant. Ring your sergeant before you break my shit. Ring higher above, mate. I ring higher above. I've just clearly stated to you that in 2001, on the 23rd of March, all laws, acts and statutes are no longer of legal force, and wherewith all parliamentary governance and agents of the Crown, yourself, to stand down and consider their oath. That is the law. That is the law.
That's incredible.
That's the truest form of the law. You do realise that, don't you?
I hate sovereign citizens probably more than the next person, so I do a little extra sometimes in videos. So I tracked down the Magna Carta Article 61. Magna Carta was signed in 1215 and included Clause 61, which was designed to ensure the king adhered to all of the charter's provisions. And this is where you get into the weeds with sovereign citizen. This clause established a council of 25 barons to monitor the king's compliance and allowed them to use force if necessary to ensure the king upheld the charter. It stated that if the king violated the charter, the barons could seize his castles and lands until he made amends.
I remember this.
However, versions after that, magically that clause was removed, and it was never incorporated into English statutory law. Despite its removal, Clause 61 has been referenced in modern times by some activists who claim it grants the right to lawful dissent and rebellion against unjust governance, but it clearly said it's a very specific 25 barons, not the general population. So he's barking up the absolute wrong tree with this, and I'm not really shocked.
Hey, is this you?
The Magna Carta was, although yes, it was signed, it itself is completely null and void. It was just overridden. It was just like, yeah, all right. I think they came up with common law, and that superseded the Magna Carta. The Magna Carta was there for a while, and then it just, so the Magna Carta just didn't count.
Why are you committing fraud? Why are you breaking the law to the Crown? I'm not going to stand here and argue with you. I'm not sitting here and arguing with you, mate. I'm clearly stating the law. You just provide me with your identification so I can identify who you are. You do not have any right to. Yes. No. I've just told you what the law is 3 times. If you do not understand that, you are liable to loss of entirety of your corporation and life in prison. Do you comprehend? That is the truest form of the law. What are you doing? That's the truest form of the law. You can't do that.
No,
you cannot break my shit. You cannot. You cannot. You cannot. You are breaking the law.
Jesus.
You cannot. Look, this guy's about to break the law, and I'm going to fucking have him charged the whole lot. No. Under what? You're breaking the law. You are breaking the law. Your number there, you're going down too, pal. You're going to jail for life. For life.
That's Sergeant, mate.
This is the law. You cannot break the law to the Crown. I'm not breaking the law. You are breaking the law. Under what law?
Pretty sure
this is illegal. I just did this before with the magistrate and I got walked out. What is your problem?
Jesus.
No,
Somebody's got
you're
angry
not
shit there.
breaking my shit. You're liable for all of the Here, I'll show it to you. You're not fucking touching it. Do not break my shit. Right? I'm suing you guys for the entirety of your corporation anyway. I'm just going to get it there. Because I'm not a person, I'm a crown sovereign being. You're not allowed to hinder me in any shape, way or form. Muppets. Fuck's this? Right. Don't you dare break my shit, you punks. Right.
Okay, I would have bleeped that out.
There. That's me. See that photo there? That's me. That is a person. Right? I just did.
Hang on, just a minute ago. You said you're not.
See that? That's my license right there. Okay. I'm going to have you charged fully, right? See that? That's my license, right?
Yeah, I think that is his license. Try to remember what the back of mine looked like. Yeah, I think that is a license. Flipping heck.
Right there. Okay, that's Chris Hetherington. I just did.
Just doxed himself.
No, I just showed you. We're back to square one then. Oh, fuck me. You guys are impossible, eh? Realise what you're doing? You're breaking the law and you will be charged and you will be served.
Yeah, he's a senior sergeant. Jeez, he's young for a senior. Good grief.
Living life in prison. Do you comprehend? I just did, right? It's not his right to. No, it's not. Check the true form of the law, mate. Oh, fucking, I just did the other week, you... Right, okay, round two. You guys want to go for life as well? There.
Hey guys, it's me again. You probably noticed the same thing I did. Apparently the Magna Carta has one sentence and one sentence only. You get life in prison or life in prison. That's it.
See that? That's me, right? Right there. I've just provided that. Right there. The photo is me. 507-3680. Do not break my shit. I just said to you. 507-3680. Right? No. That is illegal. You are breaking the law. Do not break my shit.
I'll break his shit, please.
There, right? 507-3680. Write down the number. You are an agent of the Crown. You work for me.
Oh, my stars. I just spotted something.
507-3680. Write down the number. You are an agent of the Crown. You work for me.
You see that there?
Write down the number.
You to this, but
you are an agent of the Crown.
You see that there? That says AFP. Yes, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, and four corners and centre square. AFP, that's the Australian Federal Police. So, cool. What's your card number, please, young man? You probably had this 10 minutes ago and you didn't fucking realise. You can't have 29. I mean, you can, but Paracord has got 29. Oh, you picked up the same card as. Oh, you work for me. You picked up Paracord's link. I should have deleted that. In that case, we have a tie. Well, I know she's got no. She's got number 29 as well. I know that for a fact. Not a criminal. I'm a living man. America's a corporation. Where'd you get that from? I fear for my safety. I know my rights. Don't remember calling America as a corporation. Anyway, we're going to call it there. Let's get to the end
You
of
work
this.
for me. I just showed you 507 3680. Hello? You already know. Oh, I'm tired of dealing with you guys not knowing the law. You guys don't even know the law, and yet you run around with guns and shit intimidating people. I just did 507 3680. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Far out.
It's a Subaru driver.
Doesn't matter. I've just given you my details. I don't live anywhere anymore. I live in my car.
Oh, what game is this?
Alarm!
Oh, these are shit. Okay. Okay, I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little bit confused with the girl in the top dog, the girl on the second floor. She's banging on the window going, help me, help me, help me. Her hands are not bound, but she's got a piece of tape on her mouth. Okay. Well, you haven't got card 29 then, have you? She's probably really mouthy. It was just so weird. Her hands aren't tied, but she's still got the tape on her mouth. Right,
I'm not under arrest.
And then we'll do a panel.
50 Alice Jackson Crescent, Gilmore.
Ah, lives in
So
Gilmore.
what are you charging me under?
Being an idiot.
I'm travelling, mate. There's a difference in the law to that. You do realise that, don't you? Here, take it.
He's just completely
Him
fucked
too.
himself.
Right there.
Name, address, and driver.
You're clearly breaking the law. You do realise that, don't you? And you will be charged. You do realise that, don't you? I'm not entering any contractual bullshit with you guys. I'm not answering any more of your questions, right? I've provided enough for you to do your work. You work for the Crown, right? Fuck me, what part of that don't you get? I just clearly stated the law to you. If you are not comprehending, you will be charged, and with life imprisonment. What don't you understand about that? I hope your kids fucking love you. And that's illegal too. You know that's null and void. You know that, don't you? You know that's null and void, don't you? You can just hand me the ticket now. What's the difference?
Oh,
That's
it's not
null and
South
void.
Australia. It's New South Wales.
You're now under arrest for driving a motor vehicle while suspended.
I'm fucking travelling, mate. There's a difference.
No, it's
Do not break my shit. I'm getting out. Do not break my shit.
Nah.
I've got to move my car to there. Otherwise, this is a bus.
No,
This is
your car's
a
getting
bus
closed.
zone. What don't you get about that? Oh, under what law? Under what law? Do not break my shit. I'm getting out.
All right, guys, that's the video. Apparently, he didn't want to pay SafeLight for new windows. Just got the fuck out of the car. I was going to use the term growing, that this movement's growing. I think now in 2025, dumb people just have better access to the internet than they did 15 years ago. So New Zealand, Australia, the UK, America, Canada, even what's his nuts in Mexico, they're still trying this game. They're still losing, but because they're stupid and it's 2025, they can easily post it on the internet for everyone to, I don't know, laugh at them. Pretty awesome for me. Not so much for them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your week. Peace.
Okay, that'll do it. Dang it, Bobby. Oh shit. I hate missing people's birthdays. I missed one from 3 days ago. Frickin' heck. So I got a text as well. That's not important. Okay, you did get to. Oh, that's interesting because that's not what I checked. What if I looked at the wrong thing? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. That's really interesting. Okay. All right. So when I bring up card 29, I thought it was telling me everything that we've ticked off. But it hasn't ticked off everything at all. That's shocking. All right. I don't like that. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, both of you win. Because I know you both got card 29. Yes, you do. You do. Because he mentioned straw man right in the depth. But I win slightly more. So no, you both win. Congratulations. There's a first. Dual winners. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. It is 1:30. Let's reconvene in 10 minutes time. 10 minutes. We'll have a panel. I need to get my washing in before it rains. Put the cat out and maybe have a very, very quick bite to eat because I'm a little bit hungry. You can't tonight. Oh no. No. Oh. Oh, I'll throw it open. See who rocks up. Okay. I 100 million%. And let me do this before I do anything else while I've got that tab open. Before. Yeah. Right. So this is interesting. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. You do. You have to share my love with Robin. I'm sorry. So 22 people have watched this on playback already. And we've got 3 live. So people are watching this. People are out there. Why don't they watch the live stream? Why don't you guys come in and watch the live stream? Frustrating. Right. Robin and Paracord, thank you so much. Mr. Castro, I don't know if you're still here. Mr. Pedro, I don't know if you're still here. Thank you very much. Thoughts go out to, by the way, to Michelle, old Blue Steel. Apparently his son, girlfriend, and the kids had a car accident. And from what I can gather, I got a message saying she is critical. I don't know if it's the girlfriend or the granddaughter. The thoughts out to Michelle. I know she's not watching, but yes, I know. I got a message early hours this morning, and I found it my morning. So I've no doubt she's not watching, but thoughts go out to her. I'll try and reach out to her and see what's happening. Does it count if they start from the beginning after joining her? I don't know. I don't know is the absolute honest answer. I really, really don't know. Don't know. It's that figure to me is a mystery. The fact that people start watching it and then, oh, he's live. Well, let me join the live then and interact but I don't know. I honestly don't know. It is what it is. Hey, 55 have now watched PayPal Paddy. Please share that video around. I really, really would be most grateful if you would share that video. Let's get it going sort of viral-ish and get a few thousand views on that one. Love a few thousand views on that one. So yeah, please share that. Right. Now, 10 minutes from now, so 1:45, we will be back. Guys, thank you very much. Robin, you have a good sleep and a great day tomorrow. And to everyone else, thank you so much. If you are watching this on the playback, please, next week, come and join the live. Just come and join the live. Say hi. You don't have to play bingo. Just be here with us and just be in the chat. I'd appreciate that. Others would appreciate it because I talk too much. I know I do. It'd be great to interact with everyone in the chat there. All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes with a live panel. Thank you so much for being here. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. I'll see you next week on Bingo. And I'll see you in 10 minutes, but if you're watching Bingo, I'll see you on Bingo. All right, thank you. Lots of love. Mwah. See you soon. Bye.